Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to some more CGL multi-tier action today. It is our grand finals of the Tier 5 PlayStation 4 NA division with our first seed Vendetta versus the second seed Honesty Impact. Now, Maza, these two teams right here absolutely tore their way through this division of the regular season, but in the playoffs as well. So these two powerhouses coming in here, and I feel like I've said this a lot and failed myself on this one, but I'll buckle down. We've got a close one on our hands today.
Yeah, we very much could. The number one seed versus the number two seed. Two Goliaths here. No David in this match, unfortunately. David's off, already eliminated, I guess, in the tournament. So, I'm looking forward to it. We already saw a one seed versus a two seed earlier today on the EU side. I also do believe this is the last match of this multi-tier tournament. So, been great with us all season long. Appreciate you joining us here today. I'm looking forward to this one. Tier 5, second highest tier available. I'm stoked. This is gonna be fun.
Yeah, it's going to be a great time, and I'm expecting a lot of things out of both these teams. I haven't seen too much of their own matches, but just based off the results, how well they did in playoffs, it's gonna be a great one to see. And like I said, this one is definitely too close to call out the gate, but I don't think we've been close on many calls throughout this entire week from what we've seen. A lot of upsets going on this week, and I don't think no matter who wins this, we can value that as an upset. This is a 50-50 in front of us right now.
Yeah, definitely could be. As well to note, this is the newest patch, where everybody's SR is capped at 3100. But the big thing here, of course, is the Brig changes as well as the Diva buffs as well. Now, the thing with Brig, obviously no longer being able to pre-armor your allies, but that does mean I think she is getting a little bit more ultimate charge because of how the healing over time does work with that repair pack. So interesting to see if teams do run the Brig and how they incorporate how the new repair pack functions, especially, right?
Oh yeah, agreed. You've seen it being used a lot when the Genshin buffs ended up coming through. The tradition of it was to throw those armor packs on the Genji, give him as much health as he possibly can do as he goes in for the Dragon Blade, but you don't have that here today. You can't do that as easily. So now you either have to run something differently with this Genji or just forget about it entirely if you're going to run the Break.
Yeah, definitely. And, the Diva as well, now looking like a bit of a stronger pick than she was before, getting some of that defense matrix back, as well as the micro missiles firing sooner. But I will say that if you haven't already incorporated Diva into your practice, I don't think there's enough time yet to really see her come here into the forefront and be super effective. That being said, the Genji buffs from, what was it, 2 weeks ago now, are in effect, so very possible we might be seeing some Genji here today.
Yep, not surprising at all. We've seen it throughout this entire week so far, and it would be shocking to see it here today. Like I said, Diva buffs are only
Oh,
incorporated into just.
I think we're going to the wrong map actually to kick things off.
Oh yeah, oh
Unfortunately.
yeah. This is Oasis. We'll get that fixed up here really quick. Don't be
Yeah,
too afraid, guys.
yeah. Something that we didn't mention is that this will be going to Li Jiang as the first pick for Vendetta. The number one seed obviously picks the first map, and loser picks going forward.
Yep, exactly. But yeah, like I said, we'll start out here on Lijiang. We've definitely. Hmm?
Oh, no problem.
But yeah, we've definitely had quite a lot of favorite maps going through so far in the finals, and starting off the same way in Lijiang, like we've had a lot of favoritism in sort of places like Kings Row and Nubis Rialto. So it wouldn't surprise me for us to stick with those core ones right there, but maybe these teams will pull out something different. Maybe they have a different strategy for our Hollywood or Volskaya, and hopefully we'll get to see that. But for now, we're over here on Lijiang.
Yeah, I'm gonna be kicking things off on Night Market actually. And I will say that obviously the sim can come out on this version as well as Gardens as well, but I really do think it is Control Center where we do see a bit more variety with team compositions on this map.
Yeah, definitely have to agree there. We're always seeing different kind of comps, whether it is this double shield comp that we're currently seeing on one side right now, or even just dive comps in general. But one side opting for the sim right now, the other side possibly not opting for the sim though. So looks like one team's going to get to the point a lot faster than the other.
Yeah, it depends on how they want to use the sim. It could just be for teleportation. You do have a Lucio though as well. So let me see what they do decide to do with it. Yeah, gonna be teleporting right up to the high ground immediately. Gonna make their presence felt ASAP, and you want to basically get your Symmetra embedded in there, get those turrets set up, and just you already basically have possession. But already the Symmetra going to go down super early. That is not how you want to begin things. Like Hunter might be having some issues right now potentially.
Oh, my apologies. I was on mute, but this fight's still going on very close right now as Krace is gonna die and Vendetta's gonna take over this point right away. And like I said before, like I was trying to say before my mic decided to give out on me, Hype and Big Tank, they ended up pitting each other, and Big Tank just got completely caught out in that exchange. And I think that fight could have gone an entire other direction if he wouldn't have dropped as early as he did.
Yeah, you definitely cannot be dropping super early on King of the Hill. It just goes in a pretty bad way. Ready though, focusing beam, super powerful.
Yeah, exactly. Cool is down before this fight's even begun. Now they're gonna have to back out a little bit here, wait for that that 6th man to come back into this fight. But Vendetta pushing up hard, doesn't want to give them an inch of space here as Hype getting close to his shadow, sitting at 85. Big Tank is sitting back at 50% though.
I'm kind of surprised they didn't push into that. Like both teams are running the Lucio. You could easily have speed boosted in there. Maybe got another Friday, got a bit more ultimate charge. Instead deciding to play a bit passively.
Yeah, exactly. But we have a quick pause here, really quick. So we have to find out what is going on currently.
Oh, it's going to be a disconnection. Interesting.
Oh.
Well, you know what? Maybe there's like a big lightning storm and his power went out, and he's also a Eternal Defiant player.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're unaware. I think it was Cruz, right? Who had
yeah.
had to like leave the game, and they subbed Roki in.
Yeah, that's correct.
So I do not. Speaking of subbing a player, and I don't believe it can bring in a sub if there is a disconnection like this.
That is correct. If someone does drop, you don't have the ability to switch anyone in mid-map, and I don't remember the specifics, but I don't know if you're allowed to take a 5v6 either. I don't know if that's something that.
Well, you know what? A lot of teams do take a 5v6, may end up losing anyway. In my rank game, so it's nothing that Overwatch is not familiar with, right?
You can take a 5v6 in playoffs per head rammer. So that's just an FYI.
But yeah, like you said, can take the 5v6 if needed be. But I'd imagine you would. I mean, even if you're down that, you don't just give out the map. You might as well try to put up some kind of fight.
No, and they're not even allowed to sub a player in, say, like we go to control center next. I can't even bring him in for the next part of the map, unfortunately.
Yeah, but I think looks like that player looks like they've joined back. Not quite in the lineup yet though. Oh, I guess pause is being undone. They are going to be back because I have to wait for them to come back in. They do lose some of that all charge. They weren't particularly close, so in the end, it won't make the biggest impact on this fight coming up here, but still, it's that whole reset for them right there.
It changed to the Sigma as well. I think he was on the ball earlier, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep, that is correct. He was, and he wasn't quite near it, but I think they're going to find more value off of this double shield as well. As both teams are now rocking this Rhine Simicop sitting on ready for the big wall. Hopefully they engage with this right here. Goes for the shadow. We're going to find a couple in the background. It is big. Krace is going to die in the process. They're getting some nice picks here. Panther dropping, getting smacked by that rock right there. And right now they're trying to stay in this fight, having to bring up the wall to do it. Camping going to come in big with 2 picks of their own, taking care of both the tanks and finishing off Litter at the end of that as well. Camping coming in big, sweeping things up for them right there. And now we're sitting at 90% and counting. Cool's going to switch over to the ball, see if they can touch this point, but already at 95%, the Rhen's going to have to move in quick, charge in maybe if need be. B-drop is going to be used. Flux coming through. Going to find a couple. You're going to hear your Deadeye come through. Not going to find anyone on that one, though. Oh, but Cool is going to knock Kid off the map right there, but already 2 picks down. As Vendetta's trying to wrap this one up, Sif's going to be taken out in the
You have
process.
2 Reinhardts now just swinging at you, advancing forward, and plus the Sigma, that's 3 barriers right in your face.
Exactly, and the ball gets solo shattered, ends up falling directly afterwards. McCree, the only one that can really touch, and that's gonna probably be that right there. As the Rhine looks like they want to go for it, but not gonna be able to create the opportunity right there. So, yeah, Night Market going over to Vendetta.
Yeah, pretty dominant fashion as well, I do gotta say. Obviously, the disconnect did not help things. I think that may have made the whole, like, their disadvantage seem perhaps potentially longer than it actually, was lasting for. But they never really had control of the points. They never got the picks necessarily to really make that first part competitive. But going on to Control Center now, I do quite like the Junkrat pick. We have seen it be effective before here. May as well. Classic May map.
Yeah, indeed, but you do see Kula currently sitting over on the Zarya, so if Sips is not careful, they might end up giving that Zarya a lot of charge in this fight, and that wouldn't be necessarily good for them. Even with the double shield as well, you're going to see those be taken down pretty quickly if the charge is unnecessarily given.
Yeah, might need the May to cool her off a bit for sure.
Yep, and that's a nice one right there. Going to cut the Rhine just a little bit right there as he's just getting barreled into right now. Manages to survive. Pins coming through. Not going to quite find anything there. Way into the background. Going to fly way into the back. Hype's going to falling in the process. Litter putting in some good work right now. And this is just a complete wipe. The DPS coming in big right now for Impact as they're going to pull through on that one. And this time, Impact going to be starting on the map here on Control Center.
Yeah, you love to see it. You love it when your DPS is doing your job. We see the Doomfist come in and get that opening pick, the McCree fragging out, finding 3 in that fight as well. Really, really good stuff to kick things off. And yeah, we are seeing the Junkrat swap onto the McCree.
Yeah, you see the Zarya come in as well. Gonna try to make use of that Zarya, same as Impact is doing for themselves right now. Quick engagement, bubbles coming through. That is a big wall on the Reinhardt.
Yeah, that's a great wall.
Alive right now, sitting at half health. He's just getting demolished little by little. Gotta get him some healing. He's gonna drop here soon if you are not careful. Sif is gonna find Litter in the process though. We are gonna see the coalescence come out on both sides of the equation now. Sif's dropping right afterwards. Detarian managing to avenge his own DPS right there. Another big wall right there. The beat drop coming through, going for the pin. That's a faction, and that's 3 right there. Jedi's ready right there. 3 picks right there. That's going to shut down the fight easy as can be. The Zarya, the last one standing on the point. And that was an absolutely massive process of all there for Impact as they're sitting at 50% and counting now.
Yeah, but are going to be able to get that Space Jam available for the next upcoming fight, assuming Demon can just do a little bit more damage, be able to get that ultimate online, get Extreme. Looking like he could get the Sound Barrier though, but potentially it doesn't get off in time, then we could be looking at a nice 3K or so.
Yeah, but like I said, Kula does have this grab right here, and Litter is sitting so close to their own ultimate. You could be seeing a very nasty combo here if they manage to pull it together in time. Gonna go for the punch. Not gonna quite find the kill. It's very close. His sister's sitting at 1. Gonna have to pull out of there. Going to the back, ends up finishing him off with it. As that is a very nice freeze right there. Gonna find quite a few in that process right there. Beat Jump's gonna have to come through to try to keep them alive in this exchange. But right now, Litter's just caught in the back and gets frozen and taken on the process. Detarian, though, gonna fight 2 of their own as this fight is still kind of back and forth right now. See if they can bring this back with a 3v3 on the point. Kula getting a nice couple picks. That high charge really coming into play for them right now, getting rid of 3, and now with 90% and counting, the McCree's the only one relatively close right now. I don't know if the Lucio's gonna be able to touch on their own as Deadeye's gonna come through, gonna try to catch the Lucio, is gonna catch it before they can really touch the point right there. They do get the last second touch, but with only Hype Killer there to really do anything, I don't think they're gonna be able to create anything out of the situation as they're just gonna draw what little bit of time they have left in this equation. As you are to see Colas come out on both sides, but ends up getting deleted anyway. A big punch into the wall to finish things off as now we're gonna be heading to our 3rd round now.
I'm impressed, man. Like, you go from being destroyed 100-0 and go into control, the exact opposite happens. Major turnaround. And I think it just was the value from the May. You didn't see the May get quite enough value, I would say, in that situation. I mean, May can be super effective, and some of the walls were very good. I think they didn't have the killing power. They weren't following up.
Yeah, definitely have some trouble with it. Like I said, some of the walls were very good, but they were never able to really finish off their opponents, and that ended up kind of factoring right there. But that's like one thing we've been talking about. What you mentioned right before then, with teams not being able to bounce back as quickly. We've seen that problem a lot with the series that we've covered so far this week. But here you have a team that gets demolished for 1 round and they come back and they just demolish the other side right back, and that's what we want to see. That's the one thing we want to see is you know, Hype and GameStar are going to be opting for the dive right here, while Big Tank going to still be sitting on the Reinhardt Kula. Over on the ball this time around, going to see how well this can work for them. And now GameStar going to go swerve on that point. Going to go for some boosts right there. Not able to quite find anything as Camping is going to be taken out by Litter. Litter coming in on the outside, trying to find these picks, sitting on the outside, but Sish is going to take him right out of the air. Kid dropping in the process as well. That's a lot of healing gone now. Torian is going to be hacked. Still a little back and forth, but right now, Impact's going to start up with a point right here, so they're going to have to back out of this point now.
Yeah, this is definitely a really good composition that you do want to hold a point with, not necessarily take with, but definitely for holding with the Pharah, one of the best like point protectors in the game. Echo as well, so it's like basically it's almost like a double Sky comp in a way, maybe triple if like someone received Valkyrie.
Yeah, indeed, but oh, like I said, Litter. Before as you said, Litter gets taken up by Camping. Camping trying to put back in some work into this fight right now as they're trying to get aggressive here with this dive swirling around. It's gonna be a very nice hack on Torian. Torian ends up dropping just before the Pete drop comes out, not able to save him. There's only 4 left on the point. You are gonna see the mines coming through on both sides. It's absolutely pandemonium right now as they're trying to find out one more pick right now, but they gotta find something before the reinforcements come through. Camping is gonna be taken out though by Panther. That's an absolutely massive pick right there. He's going to get rezzed up in the process, but this fight is slowly starting to slip away from their fingers. Gonna have to bust out the Primal Rage trying to stall it more. Shatter comes through. I don't think he found anyone in the process right there. Ends up going to complete waste as Valkyrie was using this fight as well. Torian sitting on the barrage now, but this fight's been well and over with for a minute now.
Yeah, they may have like overcommitted there a bit when they could have just backed out and like, you know, went again sooner, and instead of gave up a little bit more percentage than they probably could have in that situation. Do have the EMP available, but it's gonna be like the best chance to retake right now.
Yeah, that's absolutely massive, and that is a very great one right there. Does get a couple, gets the main people as well, but Torian just managed to get 3 of the process. I don't even think they really got hacked in the whole process. Gonna get 4 picks now. That's absolutely...
Sombra in the feed.
Wow. That's absolutely massive right there. I swore they were caught up in that, but just like that, they managed to pull through on that one, and now almost 90% in counting. Got to get someone to touch this point. The Sombra looking to be in position to pull as well, but someone is definitely going to be able to touch this point as we're starting to creep up to that 99%. And right now, but right now sitting on this barrage and this beat drop. Get ready to use it. Kid does get low. Has to end up pulling it through as well. Also coming back online for the team of Camping, trying to find for the right opportunity to let this go. Mine's gonna be thrown through in the beginning of the point. Gonna go for the barrage. Finding nothing so far. Ends up finding absolutely nothing as Panther gets moved up into the mines right there. Nice pick. A lot of healing absolutely taken away from Impact right there. They really needed that coming through here. Krace is getting close to this hole right here, but I don't even think it's gonna matter as Impact coming in through huge, getting all these picks, and Impact will end up taking Lijiang after losing the first round and coming back in the next 2.
Yeah, 200% to 0 in the last 2 maps. Like really, really dominant performance, I do gotta say, and it was just just performing well, you know. Like I think they were getting good value for ultimates. You see this barrage right here. It was like I think at least 4.
It was 3 and he got the 4th pick afterwards, and he didn't get caught. He barely just managed to slip away from that. And you imagine how different that fight would have been if they would have ended up being caught inside of
nice.
That. Oh, that's nice. Oh, that's nice. That's hot. Okay.
Yeah. How can you not? Who votes for the Lucio? Give it to the 69% guy.
Come on. These teams don't want to have fun today.
Oh, man. That's the kind of thing that, you know, like you screen grab and you make that your PlayStation header. Come on, man.
Oh, I've grabbed it for myself now. This is going down in CGL history.
Nice. Well, it will be Vendetta's map pick. Kings Row?
$10 on it. Joker, you want to get on this?
The EU game earlier today, by the way, they went to Eichenwald.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. I would love to see Eichenwald so bad, but I think if you're a betting man...
I mean, listen, I'm down to see Eichenwald as, like, map 6.
If we get to map 6, that'd be fantastic. Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, I would rather see Kings Row for the 17th millionth time, you know, aka the best map in the game, than, you know, the second best DLC map or, like, post-launch map.
I would agree. I'd say I could agree there. I think second.
We both agree Rialto is the best post-launch map. Yeah,
it definitely is. But I think it's that close second.
I think Oasis is third.
Wow.
We're getting Eichenwald.
We're going to Eichenwald. Wow, we are getting a treat here today. I can walled both times today. Wow.
Wow. So do I get $10 now or what? Is that how this works? Or?
That's how this works.
Well, just pay me in Venezuelan, whatever. I call it a day.
Oh, but oops.
I do like Eichenwalde, like honestly, like just overall, I do quite like its design, and I think there's been some legendary Overwatch moments on Eichenwalde. Obviously, Envy's amazing performance in the semifinals of Apex Season 1 going down in history. I think it was like Mickey with like a 4K bomb to close it out.
Yeah,
Good
if I remember,
moment,
if I
man,
remember
you know?
correctly, yeah. It's one second here.
Remember the Chandelier Bastion from the Overwatch League Grand Finals last year, and of course, who can forget the grab on Team USA in the World Cup and the first World Cup many years ago.
Yes, indeed. Remember I'm trying to remember. It was the grab between. It was the playoffs last year in Owl. Who was it that did it? Was it? Well, I'm trying to think.
On
Someone.
Eichenwalde?
No, it was on Rialto,
Oh,
third point.
oh, okay.
There was a Sombra on the left side. They tried flicking it,
Oh
grab them,
yes,
and they
it was
completely missed.
NYXL. Yeah,
Oh God, NYXL. Unfortunate.
it was actually the
It was.
right idea because I think the Sombra had EMP and that
They did, yeah.
it made sense. I
It would have
think
been
you can understand the logic behind it. It was a very high IQ play that looked low IQ.
like if it would have hit, we'd be talking about it even more today. Like that would if they
Well,
would have hit
you know
that
what?
grab
If
and
it
done
hit,
that.
we might not be because people might just think of it as like, oh, that was a smart play. Okay, it's not the Fran off the top rope of Hollywood. It was like a.
But it's just not. I guess it's just not flashy enough. It's not Defran style, so we won't put it in every highlight intro.
Well, no, I mean it was a botch, but
It was a complete botch.
it was the win, but it was also. I mean, it looks worse than it was. Basically, is what I'm trying
Yeah.
to say. But you know what? We're not talking about that. We are talking about this match right now.
Wait, we're not.
Not.
Uh,
Well, I mean,
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Of course. I think we are. I think we are. Yeah, we do have. I think we have a couple of swaps coming through. We see Diego coming in. I think we're getting another person here as well because Hype and Jewel were originally in, and it looks like they are being taken out. You saw Piggy being put in as well, so they're making quite a couple of change-ups here. Heading into Eichenwalde.
Yeah. You know what it's like? It's like in Star Fox 64 when you beat Starwolf and then you get to Venom and then it's like it can't let you do that, Star Fox, or then you have to fight Starwolf again with like different ships. It's kind of like that, it's just swapping up your team, upgrading it maybe. We'll see.
Yeah, good analogy. Good analogy.
It's really not a good analogy, but thank you for your kind words regardless.
Oh.
Speaking of Star Fox, though, but not necessarily Star Fox, but similar, Star Wars Squadrons. Who's down for some Star Wars esports, my dudes?
Star Wars esports. Wow, that could have been a thing if EA didn't mess up. Wow.
Well, I mean, just look at Apex, right? I guess that's.
I mean, yeah, I guess so.
Speaking of Apex, you should also check out CGL when they do Apex tournaments. Hashtag CGL things.
That's right, because CGL, believe it or not, does more than just Overwatch. We just happen to be we're in the midst of all these finals, and that's what we've been like putting our 100% attention towards. But yeah, there's so much more to CGL than just Overwatch.
Who would have thought?
Who would have thought a gaming league? Who would have thought they did more than one game? But we're not worried about those today. Today we are worried about Overwatch. As we head into Eichenwalde. Yeah, we're worried about it. We should always be worried about Overwatch.
Like what? Like the state of the game, or?
Yeah, the state of the game. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, so definitely. I gotta wonder. These are a bunch of like 3,900 players, right?
Ready for battle.
Wait, what? You say 3,100?
39.
39?
It's
maybe a little bit higher, because
Higher than that, it's
tier
2-5.
5 range is a little higher.
Are they really higher than 3900 right now, though?
Yes.
I mean, technically, if you're counting what just happened with the MMR reset, then
True.
yes. But no, a lot of people, I'm pretty sure a lot of people average around 4100 for last season, and the seasons prior as well.
My joke just completely like died and killed the room. You know.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I kind of just like I didn't know if I felt like playing it wrong with you, Maza. I gave you too much. I gave you too much free space. Gotta reel it back sometimes.
Yeah, I gotta social distance, man. Okay. Bunker, go double shield.
Yeah, like you said.
This is yeah. You know, Ryan.
Oh no!
Wow. Oh,
Good rocket right there. Dorian.
She can't res herself, and that's gonna be
cannot
very difficult
indeed.
to fight into now.
Yeah, but once again, Ryan throws himself in the back. Does manage to survive this time around. This little risky Ryan, but you do love to see it as this is a complete quick take right here. You know, Piggy is gonna find a kill on Scar, but it's gonna mean absolutely nothing as they're gonna take this point with. It took only 40 seconds. 40 seconds. With the Mercy getting picked up so early in that fight, I guess there really wasn't a whole lot you were able to do, and this is already a fantastic start for them.
Yeah, like Lincoln, you will miss it. That was lightning quick attack, a blitzkrieg, if you will. We are in Germany.
Very true, and
already finding a kill on the. Oh wow! Again, just finding these opening frags of Ash will be res back up, but just making the Mercy have to burn that resurrection so early on is definitely not something that you want to do. You'd rather have the Ash be alive, obviously, and have the resurrection in your back pocket.
Yeah, you would hope so, and Torian doing really great so far, taking care of Camping, but this time they are not going to have the rest of them as Sig is knocked into the background, completely out of place, and they're going to have dropping this process. You're down 2, and you've already got to start backing out of here, and Diego decides that they are done with today, and they will see you at the next fight. Tapping before they can give them much more ult charge right there, and wow, they're just barreling through Ikemold right now.
No, but very, very smart from the Arisa, though, to just realize, okay, you know what, I could die on a card to give all charge, or I could slip up the map. And, you know, doing that, as long as you don't get meleeed and don't jump off, you know, there's a CarQ video about this, don't give the environmental kill ultimate charge, you know, but...
Oh yeah, exactly. Yeah, mine's coming through, Coalescence being popped out as well. The Tornado is going to drop early in the fight. They're going to bring out the res, though, it's at 3, 4, and even though Christ is going to drop, second point's going to go over now, and right now, Impact just making such quick work of Ikemold right now. Almost 6 minutes still on the clock for them as they have not missed a beat so far.
Yeah, this is like the Russians storming in through Germany right now, man. This is just like the Red Army, the Red Team right now. This is absolutely insane.
I know, this is, I don't think I've ever seen a contestant like this quick before, not even in the ladder. This is just absolutely massive so far, but in order they can finish this out, Litter is going to drop, though. That is pretty big for them right there. They do have the Shatter online, going to see what they can find as he's going to go around. Barrage coming through, going to find one, knocked down, ends up dying, but that's still a nice pick to take down. Shatter comes through, that's big right there, that's absolutely massive, but they do got to find the value out of it as no one ends up dropping from it. Oh, they needed more than that right there. They needed the good follow-up right there, but the payload's still moving forward. Death is sitting on the window.
So hard.
Oh my God.
Very successful. Luckily, able to refrag again. Mercy Res going to be coming back online very, very soon. Minefield now out on the point. That's going to be so much zoning pressure.
Exactly, they gotta throw a beat drop for this one right here as he's still spinning around, trying to knock people off this point, trying to get a little bit more progress right now. He is kind of keeping people off, but it's still such back and forth right now. The Reinhardt just now getting back into the fight. The ball trying to sell it as much as they can. They are getting low right now, trying to stay alive while the rest of the team's coming in behind, but he's sitting at 1. They gotta keep him up the rest of this fight. They are gonna grab quite a few people in that right there. Smith gets that's absolutely massive right there. That's gonna put that fight to an end now as they finally managed to stop Impact somewhere.
Yeah, finally able to get the job. That was looking very, very scary for a bit. Looking like it was going to be a record-breaking time.
I thought so too, and Krace goes and takes a bit of a swim right there as they're going to get set for their next push here, and no ults, ready to go. You know, Camping getting close to Meteor Strike, but that's really all we have anywhere close right now.
Not even going to use, actually. Going to be swapping onto the Mei instead.
Yeah, so this is going to be such a dry push right here. Both teams going to try to generate some ultimates here. Going to see what they can create out of the situation right now as both teams waiting for their the right opportunity routes. Both Rhine Shields are going to get absolutely destroyed right now. The wall coming through, able to give them some level of protection, and Death got really close there to Death as well, getting stunned there, managing to stay alive. Sitting at 80% now to their own shatters to get 95, but is going to end up dropping, unfortunately. And just like that, you got to back out of here already. And that's another nice team fight win for Vendetta as they're finally getting some momentum here on this defense.
Yeah, being able to stabilize, able to get some ultimate share, giving your May to halfway to Blizzard, that's always pretty good. That's what you're going to need, you know, which is like, almost like when you were running May Goats, you know, back in the day, when you would have the Zarya and the May alternating ultimates and just, you know, keep that pressure on. It's exactly what they have to do here.
Yeah, exactly right now. And looking for the shadow right now. Death kind of gets himself get caught a little bit. Colossus is going to come out. Make sure the Rhine can stay up in this fight right now. You did see the prototype wall coming through. Sis in the back, looking for that Deadeye, trying to find the right opening. Wait for that shield to
Demon
drop.
duplicated. Oh. Couldn't get the Blizzard off, oh, he died.
That's unfortunate right there. Yes, this coming in back there, huge again right there, and that's big. And once again, another stop as the remaining members are just going to be torn apart here. And what was a 5.5 minute time bank is just reduced to 2.5 now, as this time is quickly ticking away from Impact.
Yeah, Demon going to be swapping now onto the Doomfist. I do quite like that pick. You actually saw that what Camping was able to do with it a bit earlier, getting some decent frags. I do think this last point here is pretty good for Doom.
Yeah, indeed. I think it's going to be more helpful for them. Got to try to take care of that McCree that has been putting in some absolute work so far. And hopefully they can
it's going to be tough. We're going to be fighting into a bunch of ultimates and the sound barrier.
That's a big group right there. Absolutely massive. And they managed to take Death out at the beginning of this fight again. And once again, a quick ending to this fight, only having to use the one ultimate to put an end to it. And this is just... wow. What was utter dominance on one side is now slipping to the wayside right now. We got a big hold going on here now.
Yeah, and only using the one ultimate, what I was talking about earlier. Now you have a Blizzard available for the next fight. Hopefully you can use that, blow up another grab, and if you don't, well, then the Shadow might help you get there as well. It's very, very difficult to fight into this. You're going to have to find a way to get some frags onto these key components, these key characters who are so influential in this hold.
Yeah, exactly. But Gula having that grab online, this could be massive. But you see people not trying to. Yeah. You see, and they are going to get 3 and that one. The wall's going to come through very massive, going to give them a nice chunk of value.
You don't even barrier, that's so smart. You got to barrier late, but that's going to give them a big advantage.
Yeah, that is big right there. Camping instead of dropping early in this fight as well, going for the pin, getting a nice little impact. They are going to have to drop out their own Cerebeer as well. Going to go for this. Shatter is going to get like 3 people out of that one, and everyone's going to end up dropping from it. Once again, Sis coming in big on the Deadeye, and now with less than a minute setting on the clock, you're down to 1 push right now. His Impact is just letting this slip through their fingers as Vendetta just holding on expertly here now on this 3rd point.
Yeah, you say slip through their fingers. I agree to an extent, but it's also just been like really, really good defensive plays, being able to stabilize, swapping to the right characters, just making them work. The comms, you know, like not over ulting. It's been really, really good to watch. Really, really fun stuff.
Exactly, yeah, and Death sitting very close to their own ultimate right now. They're gonna need this badly as he gets the shield down, and Diego does drop. It's absolutely massive. He's this close to the Shadow right now, trying to find the opportunity. It is a big grab with 3 people already down for Vendetta. How much are they really going to be able to make
OT? That's basically the big thing right now. Can they get it to OT?
It's so close, 5 seconds left. Are they going to be able to do it? And with 3.6 seconds, they managed to cap it. Wow. They do manage to cap, but you gotta give big props to Vendetta that comes through and manages to hold them off for a whole 5 minutes before finally giving it up. So even if you're a little frustrated, you couldn't hold it all the way, you knocked so much time off the clock right there.
Yeah, it's definitely a bit of a confidence booster. Obviously, getting it to overtime would be absolutely huge. At least, it's one of the weird things of Overwatch of how the clock does matter in Assault and Hybrid, where getting it to no time remaining is so important because it guarantees that your opponent doesn't get to attack again unless you complete with like under a minute. It's to go through all the calculations would actually take some time, so I'm not going to, but it is a big deal that they were able to cap with time left.
Oh yeah, absolutely massive. And even if it's just these few seconds, that just means, like I said, they'll get that extra attack round no matter what now if Vendetta does manage to push this all the way as well. But now, yeah, we're going to have to see, as right now they are rocking that Rhine Zarya comp again. They're going to keep camping on the Pharah once more, but I think this might be a very quick swap, considering right now Impact is running out this double hit scan comp right now. So I can only imagine the Pharah might only last so long.
Yeah, I definitely do doubt that they're gonna keep running this. But hey, you know what? Teams are stubborn, and teams like their Pharah.
You're not wrong right there, and we're gonna see they're gonna try to jump out of this fight, try to throw through some damage here really quick, but Kid already getting kind of low in this fight. Fight's not even really active yet. They almost end up losing a couple people as they're taking a lot of damage here. Kemba gonna have to play around the tower here to try to find some picks. Try to buster some damage, sitting at almost 25% they're already as Death right now. Holding well on this defense as Diego's trying to push through, create space, gets stunned, almost gets taken out as well. Diego's solo row right now. He's trying to get the support he needs, puts himself inside. He's barely managing to stay alive, but he kept swinging against nothing. He ends up dropping now. Savage dropping directly afterwards, and this fight's over now as the remaining members are trying to escape now.
Like a kid at an emo show, just punching the air and not finding anything. Yeah, not really what you want to see. Pharah is going to be able to take herself out. Let's see if they do make a swap now. I can't imagine they're going to be running this Pharah still into the double hit again.
Yep, they are Hanzo. Oh, so they are going for this Grab Dragon comp, and you would almost just have to assume.
Yeah, there's not going to be any counter to it, honestly. From a defensive ultimate, there's not really going to be any real way to counter it with Mercy and Moira. So I do understand where we're going with this. Not a bad idea.
Yeah, not bad at all, as both Coalescence are gonna pop out as well. Diego sitting on that shatter, gonna fight 3 in the background. It's massive, but no one is there for the follow-up. Everyone was indoors trying to keep themselves protected. Death did die right afterwards, but he will end up getting res as well, but Kalaw's gonna drop right after as well, as we have a 4-man grab. It's very massive right now. It goes to the pin, gonna find the right and get him so low. He does end up dropping as well. Diego coming in massive right here with an excellent pin right there, as this is gonna spell the end of the fight as
even the
Vendetta.
flashbang kill.
Yeah, even the flashbang kill, and Vendetta will take over. And still some pretty decent time. Not levels of what Impact did, but still they managed to get this point, and they have a lot of time still sitting in the bank.
If they can keep this pace, though, they will be dealing with a better time bank at the end. Really gonna come down to that last bend in the castle. Should they get there, where I think it's really gonna decide what teams have to work with going forward. And they're gonna take a quick fight here.
Yeah. And Sis, and Sis does die early on, and that ends up paying off for them right there. So their DPS down, gonna have to give up some space here, back up, wait for that 6-man to come back. Diego, though, is sitting on their shatter, and that's gonna be absolutely massive for them. But Ash still sitting above, does have Bob online ready to go. Hopefully he does do something here, as they might need to stall here shortly, depending on how this goes. Gonna throw in Bob kind of early. Nice placements for the Bob right there as well. Absolutely massive having it right there in the back. It's gonna be big for them right now. There's a lot of members. Vendetta are so low right now, and they're gonna see them start dropping one by one.
Yeah, I really liked how Impact decided to just take that fight so close to where the door opens, not letting them have time to get that cart going forward up the hill area. And that's really what you want to see. You want to see teams play aggressively and just take control of the situation. And look at this, yeah, they have dragons online, but still halfway to the grab. It's gonna take some time to get there.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, their own grab is online.
Yeah, he went for the beat drop, but Savage got clicked right out. That's an absolutely massive pick for them right there. Is they're gonna find absolutely no value off of that. Already down in this 5v6 situation, and that's just, God, I don't know how they got that through the shield. Sitting on the high ground, barely managed to slip just above the shield. It's absolutely massive right there. Is once again, they got to take their time, regroup here. They have Shatter, they have Deadeye, Coalescence. They got to make something happen here now and get this momentum shifting finally. And that Shatter is hopefully going to be the one to do it for them right here, as they're going to head inside the building and I try to take this fight a little higher up, see what they create. And they're going completely to the high ground, as they're actually going to have to completely abandon right there. Go for the Shatter. Only going to find one. The Shatter's going to find one on 2 right there. And they are going to take down Savage early on the fight. And Sis is going to find the Valkyrie Mercy right there. That's an absolutely massive pick. Bob coming through the background. But Litter not able to find anything. Cammy managed to take them down before the Deadeye can even come out. The Bob's going to have to force them to back out a little bit here. But Vendetta's finally going to get this payload pushy down with 2 minutes on that clock. Sis dropping very late though in that endeavor. Bob managing to have one little final gas of air, managing to take him out, but that is an absolutely massive grab, and it's gonna wipe what little was left right there.
Yeah, it's gonna help get some more ultimate charge for your Ryan as well after the Shatter came out earlier. So that's actually pretty good. The only problem though is you haven't had the synergy with like the Zarya and the Hanzo have not been in sync whatsoever as far as their ultimates go. And so now once again you have dragons available. Maybe you could use it actually right now as the defending team's gonna come up and coming out to spawn.
Exactly. Gotta go for the Moira almost gets completely caught up by that. That was a close one right there. Is Litter once again dropping early in this fight right here. Diego sitting on the Shatter, gets a couple in the background. Once again, you gotta try to get value off of that. You get the Shatters, you get the stuns, but it's not enough when you can't finish off these picks right here. And right now, it'll absolutely coming in big on the Coalescence right there, but is it gonna be enough as Litter's trying to come in big for his team right now? And
just
looks
barely
like
managing to keep it up.
wow, it's just getting those last couple of nice picks, able to finish off that fight, and now 2.5 minutes on the clock as they are gonna be pushing through on third checkpoint now, and I don't know. They have the opportunity here. You can smell it now as they'll be able to hopefully finish this out. They have the beat drop, they have the Deadeye now, but Kula. You see, they have that grab online once again. Valkyrie also right behind it as well. You gotta imagine invest in this fight and shut them down. And as I say that right there,
investing the sound barrier as well, but they're not gonna just sit down and die. Deadeye is actually very big too.
Yeah, that's 3 picks down. That's a massive right now. As they're rather than Moira may create a little bit of stall, but gets taken care of afterwards. We're still gonna go for that res, dies directly afterwards, but you're just creating yourselves a couple extra seconds of stall without the healer's going to be there for this last contestant right away.
Finally, the Grav Dragon combo is going to be available. This could be it right here. This could be game.
Oh! Gets stunned out of the pal drive right there. That's massive. They just have to flyer on the point here, try to create something here. That's massive right there. They're going to send it through. They're going to get 1, 2, 3 right there. That's absolutely massive. Even though they lost 2, that's big as they're going to come through. Savage getting a couple picks of their own as the McCree has to try to touch right here, but trading nothing out of that situation. And that's going to be a nice take from Vendetta with 2 minutes and 10 seconds on the clock, but Impact only sitting on that singular minute now.
Yeah, and that's really where those 3.6 seconds that Honesty got. It's gonna come back, and that's why we're able to attack again. So if you are Vendetta, yeah, you are happy with like your push, but man, you really have to wish that you held them just a little bit longer on your own defense.
Yeah, it could come back to bite them here. Like that's all you need is a minute to push this thing all the way. We've seen instances, whether it's Overwatch League or even in the ladder, where teams only have that 1 minute, but they manage to push it back the entire way, and that is just demoralizing when that happens to you. I don't see teams come back from that sort of thing. So with this 1 minute that they have left under their belt, they're gonna run that Zarya Hanzo comp again, gonna try to find that combo and then try to peel that up as quick as they can. And that's kind of what their bread and butter is gonna be here. But interesting enough, the D.Va kind of come through here, maybe hoping to potentially eat those ultimates. I think that would be the grandest intention of this D.Va, while assuming they're gonna run this Grab Dragon comp once again.
Yeah, are you going to be able to get it done in a minute though? Can you get the grab online in a minute? That's really going to be the big question, and it's going to come down to you cannot be losing people early. You have to like get that charge up and stay in a fight and be effective to build the grab.
Yeah, great there, but we're gonna have to see what they can accomplish. You're gonna have to barrel through this fight to try to get this all charged together, and hopefully we'll see a quick engage from Impact as they gotta get in on this fight and start getting this all charged, start really bringing the fight here. And Echo going above, trying to find a pick. Litter trying to put in some work right now as they are going to get ultra aggressive here. Going to try to go right for Diego's. Diego's going to have to play a little further back. He's going to get kind of aggressive in this fight, though. He's got to be careful, though, not just to get the demolished Mo when he sticks his finger out. And right now, they're trying to barrel in on him. They're forcing them into this little corner here as they're taking a lot of control presence, but Camping's going to find Litter. That's a great pick right there. They are going to manage to get a tick, a pin in the background as Death is going to be taken on the process, and now you got to back out of there at what you have. And although, even though Titorian is getting close to their ult right now, Kula is only sitting at that 60%, and now you wonder, can someone even touch for this team right now? The Echo's going to have to touch that last second. They are going to go for it, and they just are going to barely end up touching, but at the expense of their own life. As you do see the Coalescence come up, though, assist dropping in the process, but Kid coming in big on this Coalescence, and someone's got to touch this point. Duran's going for it. That was almost a very nice Dragon right there as the Shatter comes through, instantly gonna kill Savage right there. Diego falling directly afterwards. Camping trying to bring this back here a little bit here as you are gonna hear a Coalescence come out. you would almost think maybe a little bit of an over-engagement, but you want to make sure you take this point no matter what, because it's absolutely massive in these third and fourth rounds to be able to take this first point. And yeah, this fight basically cleaned up and running through overtime now. Impact gonna see how far they can push this after taking the first point.
I don't like, man, running against a Rein. If you're the Rein for Vendetta, man, like you don't have the Zarya with you. You know, you cannot play as aggressively as we have a accidental pause. It does look like
Unfortunate.
Yeah, like not having those bubbles means like you can't go in and you can't swing. You're going to be vulnerable, and that just basically enables Deathbound to just be so much more effective with how he plays and just get up in his face and build ultimates quicker.
Ooh, nice copy right there. Ryan's going for the Shatter. Not finding a whole lot. That's a massive grab right there. Getting a nice couple in that. The Shatter as well. That's massive! Oh my god! It caught basically everyone in the operation right there, and that shuts them down just after passing through the gate. That fight ended quick as can be. Wow.
Just passed by the gate too. So it's interesting I do bring that up because it's very unlikely, right? But there are situations on payload portions of maps, you know, escort portions, where it's not going to happen here, but if you do get to a part of a map where something has to open and the payload does come to a stop for a bit, that's really where you can see payload matches draw. Obviously this isn't payload, this is hybrid, but same instance would apply here, obviously, but it looks like it is going to happen, so they got it just a little bit past the gate.
Yeah, just a little bit past the gate. So if we see a tie, I'm gonna go purchase a lottery ticket tonight.
Yeah, you know, I would love to. And you know what? That's a new punter. Honestly, if it happens, that's new punter. Not gonna happen.
Yeah,
but...
yeah, new punter. We'll make it. We'll do it. We're famous now, Maza.
Well, it has to happen first.
Yeah, but can we get
you know,
famous
we are famous to the 103 people right now in chat watching us. Hi, chat. We love you.
We love you, chat. Thank you for coming here and watching today. But yep. Once again, oh, this time kind of swapping things around. Picking and Camping gonna be running this this Grab Dragon comp, kind of giving them a taste of their own medicine here. See if they can kind of replicate the success that we saw back on the third point on that round 2. And they're running the Sigma this time around instead of the Zarya, opting for this double shield comp. Not gonna see the far round this time as they're opting for that McCree as well. Probably the better pick in this instance right now. Assist gets picked off really early in this fight. God, you hate to see that right there. They don't really have
you don't have the Mercy either. Knife to the side. You basically fighting into it, but able to reach drag though, taking out the Reinhardt absolutely massive. Gotta camp that body though. You cannot let that res come out.
You cannot, and they're staying right over that. But now here's the res, and they let it happen! They just let Death come right back into this fight, and they just abandoned it. They looked like they were actually going to hold on to that right there and stop it. And Diego drops as well, and that is just a major oversight once again. And they're really going to have to back out this. How many times have we seen this? How many times have you said this, Maza? Every time.
I said it too often, man. On the bright side, they will. It is looking like we are going to be seeing the Grab Dragon combo. You see all the ultimates are synced up right now, and it's crazy when the Zarya is like matching a Hanzo and ultimate charge. But hey, you know what? In this case, it might work. If Kula eats it, though, oh my god.
Yeah, but you look right now, and Impact, they're about to have these 6 ults online, and you see them. They're going to go for that Shatter right there. Multiple Shatters coming out. Going to get a couple in the background, but oh, that's huge! So a big couple of Shatters right there.
I think they're over ulting right now. This is. You had chance to go back. You didn't have to commit to that. You didn't have to use Soundbar. You didn't have to use Dragons.
Exactly, but they have Dragons now. They don't have the grab. They have the grab, but not the Dragon's 4 now. You just saw so much value off of that now, and now you're only going into this with that Graviton Surge, going to the quick swap over to the Echo now. But you've lost your combo. You've lost your bread and butter that was potentially going to take this for you with a simple 2 clicks, and now you're in the red zone now. You have to create something out of this situation now. You can't let Impact do this to you. After you gave us so many mistakes, you are going to see that come through. He's going to catch 2 on that. That is absolutely massive right there. Make that 3 as the grab comes through. 4. And the remaining members trying to make something happen to try to stall out more. But we all know how this song and dance goes. Kid Extreme manages to get a pick on King. But in the end, it is not going to be enough. Impact will be taking over on Eichenwald.
I don't know, like, why didn't Vendetta just run Brig? Because Brig can just 1v6 a whole team, Kappa. Like, it boggles my mind, some of these choices, but in all seriousness, though, man, the over-ulting really,
That-
really.
Exactly. They made it was a lot of simple mistakes they made. They overalt in the fight before that. They let the Mercy Rest come out when, if that Reinhardt's down, that fight is statistically yours. And they just let it happen in front of their faces. How many times have we seen that? Like,
Yeah, yeah. Like, go to Joker. Plug your Twitch, man. I forget exactly what it's called.
Joker's Ransom.
Yeah.
but what?
Anyways, was it tier 4 the other day?
Yeah, it was tier 4, and yeah, it was a very blatant res. What was it? It was Rialto, and basically the one team, they were really down in the fight and they weren't gonna win. The Mercy came through and in front of everyone reses the Winston while he has the Primal Rage ready to go. And they end up stalling it out, and they ended up holding the point. While they did end up losing the actual match right there on Rialto, it's a simple mistake, but it's such a powerful one as well. And you gotta imagine if they would have taken this fight, if they were able to protect the rest from happening.
Yeah, it's something that we've definitely seen quite a lot of, and maybe just because like we haven't really seen Mercy that much, at least like so much lately. But it's really just something where you get an important pick, you have to take advantage of it. You have to go in, you have to play to confirm that kill. It's like in Call of Duty, kill confirm. You have to collect the dog tags. Exactly the situation here. Camp the body. You don't dude. Make sure your kill is worth something, otherwise like it's in vain.
Yeah, exactly, and it's such a bad process, and it's just frustrating to watch in general. As we're gonna be heading over to Anubis now. Once again, this is Vendetta's pick after like we said, Icawall didn't quite go their way. It was kind of close. It was, both teams pushed it all the way, but they just didn't have what was left in the tank there. And we talk about this when teams are down 2-0 like this. Like statistically, you need to change it around here, or the chance of you actually winning the series have plummeted to near zero. Like
Yeah.
we've only seen, like you said, the one real instance of a team coming back from a 3-0 deficit in Overwatch League. In this league, I can't tell you what time someone's come back from that deficit, and I doubt we would see it again if we get to this 3-0 situation.
Yeah, it's like I was saying as well. Like in professional sports, there's only ever been 5 teams in the history of professional sports who have come back in a series down 3-0. That would be the New York Islanders, the Toronto Maple Leafs. In the MLB, it was the Boston Red Sox against the Yankees, and I forget the other 2 NHL teams. And of course, most recently in Overwatch, you had the Shanghai Dragons overcome the 3-0 deficit against Seoul in the May Melee. And that was really the first time ever in Overwatch as well that we did see a reverse sweep when it was a team down 3-0. Obviously, we do see it from time to time, a team down 2-0 in a first of 3, and then there's a reverse sweep. But 3-0 is, it's completely ludicrous, and like I was saying earlier, only 5 teams in pro sports to come back from it. So
yeah, it's just extremely unlikely, and the Anubis has to go their way. If you're this team, you have to start rallying back now, and one can only hope, like a fan of Vendetta, that they can start bringing this back here. As they're making a couple more swaps now again, and I figured the swaps before really did help them out a bit, even if it wasn't enough to take Eichenwald. They definitely did better than they did before.
okay, so I actually made a tweet about the list of pro teams who have completed a 3-0 comeback. So it was the Toronto Maple Leafs in 1942, the Islanders in 1975, the Red Sox 2004, the Philadelphia Flyers in 2010, Los Angeles Kings in 2014, and then of course I have the Dragons in 2020. So yeah.
Yeah,
But we're not there yet. It's still only a 2-0 game, and you know what? This next map could even draw, so it could still be a 2-0 game after Anubis.
Oh goodness. And Anubis, that's not too unlikely, especially how second point is, and with spawns, it is entirely possible here.
Yeah, very much so. But Anubis, a map where I've seen quite a lot of Junkrat play in my time.
Yeah, it's not the bad option to go to, but we've also seen a nice chunk of Zarya back in Eichenwald, so I would be I can't speak English. It'd be weird to see that considering how much Zarya we've kind of seen here, but one might opt to go over with this double shield comp instead. As I'm wrong in all directions here right now. As they're busting out with this Hog Orisa running the Ashe, and Echo with it. We do see a brick coming out for the first time in the series as well, but I feel it. Maybe this is just me that it feels like a weird comp to throw in brick with. I don't know why I think this.
I don't really like it either. I think that I mean Mercy did get that little healing
Wow.
buff a few patches ago, right?
Let's look at the shield really quick first. Can we just take a look at this beauty?
Wow.
We'll never see that again. That's a once in a lifetime chance right there. I'm sorry, I cut you up, Moss. I'm terrible.
Well, I wanted to admire the beauty of the shield as well, but Sherlock gonna be kicking things off on the Widowmaker. See if anything can happen here, any sort of pick at all.
Yeah, right now. Oh, it looks like they're doing a little bit of inspection, seeing what they're running. Might change things
Scouting.
around. Very nice
Scouting
scouting.
over-
Says hi while they're there. How are they not? Well, they definitely know he's around there now, and the Widow
Who
trying to
was
find
the
it.
first player to play Sombra professionally?
What?
Who was the first player to ever pick Sombra in a competitive match, in like an organized competitive match in Apex? Do you know the answer?
I don't. I do not. I do not. It definitely isn't. Definitely isn't Datorian. I know that much.
I think it was Russell. Anyways. I should know. I did an action esports video on Sombra. I should know the answer. Anyways, navigating out, falling back 2 points actually.
Yeah, right now just having to wait because they.
Driver not gonna clean out. Just gonna be switching high grounds. Actually, I thought maybe we were gonna see some engagement. Instead of trying to pick a fight with the Echo. We're down, getting that confirmed.
Yeah, Kula does end up finding Kemi right there. Absolutely massive power jabber right there. That's a nice pull together, but Kula already having two. This is already starting to fall apart for them, and even though they bring back up camping, Kid and Hype are going to drop in the process. GameStar going to try to bring this back somehow, looking for these soft opponents, but right now it looks extremely unlikely as he's being punched out by the Hanzo, and they're going to start capping point now.
Yeah, not a very difficult take either, I really do gotta say. Kid Extreme staying on the Brig as well, not really close to that rally at all, not even halfway there. Gonna be fighting into some serious firepower as well. That's gonna be like nearly 5 ultimates online. Ouch.
Yeah, ouch.
It's gonna be like a really, even with the change to the 2CP to favor the defenders on second point, this could be a steamroll.
It could potentially go that way, especially they bust out the Reinhardt to run with the Hog. They do have the whole Hog ready to go, waiting for the opportunity. And so missing that, oh, that's big. They end up dumping a lot of ults into this fight already. No pigs coming in from it yet. As the Rein almost gets thrown into the corridor and has to stay there.
6 ults and no kills? What is this, goats?
Yeah, it might just be goats. But it's finding nothing. The Hog's going to come out, instantly going to delete death right there. That's massive. Looks like they were trying to go for the res right there. They are indeed. And the res does come out again. But Dieterine is just going to die in the process as well. Death is still out there trying to make something happen, but with 2, make that 3 picks, that's a shutdown right there. As God, once again, this comes in big right there. The Ash putting in some work, cleaning up these kills, and that res.
Honestly, could be very thankful there that the Kid Extreme did use the rally, because they may, I think it may have been a bit unnecessary, and not having that for this next fight.
Yeah, but at the same time, you know, Impact like invested heavily in that fight, and sometimes you panic ult, and that's just how the game goes.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, at least now, like, they do have a pretty good economy. You're gonna have Blob available. You have the duplicate, not duplicate. Come on, guys, duplicate.
And Hype does have that Shadow now online as well, looking for the opportunity. Death has it as well, though, and try to destroy him. Didn't find the right moment. Go for the Shadow, not finding anything. Shadow comes through. The Shadow's finding absolutely nothing. Unfortunately, nothing going through there. It's going to send the Dragon through the middle of point. Not finding anyone right there. Hype's got to wait to go up the stairs,
though. It made a lot of space, though. It's gonna allow, honestly, that push in a little bit more aggressively, I do think. We can go to split the enemy team.
Oh, but yeah, those are some good picks right there, as Kemi going to get knocked out quickly from their duplication and taken out immediately afterwards. Going for the pin. That is a nice pin right there. Going to bring him down to the floor. Going to try to 1v1 him in that fight, but he's going to get pinned right back. Hype getting a taste of his own medicine. Camping does end up killing Death directly afterwards, but with 5 people still on the point, he finds slapped all over.
In the end, it was Bob preventing a res from happening.
Oh, and GameStar just... Oh, no. Yeah, you're right, but 3 minutes as Impact takes Anubis right there. Wow. I don't know. That wasn't the cleanest defense I've seen. Definitely
I
not
mean,
this.
I've seen dirtier.
I've seen dirtier, definitely. Like at least they held at certain points, yeah. But overall, it wasn't really clean for them on that one.
No, it
I'm
wasn't.
not
It
talking.
wasn't.
I'm not
It was
talking down to
bad. It was
Vendetta.
bad. It was bad.
Yeah, we'll be honest. Yeah, we're not here to sugarcoat anything.
No. No, we're not the ACLU. You know, we're not gonna pretend everything is fine and dandy. You know, no, of course not. We're
What
you
are
messed
we?
up, you messed up. That's just the way it is. You know.
Exactly. Yeah. And looks like they might be doing this. Looks like they might be doing this whole scouting operation as well as sitting over on the Sombra starting out. We do see Genji. We might see some Genji. I'm hoping we see some Genji because if there was ever any character right now that could come in really clutch in some fights, I think it'd be Genji.
Yeah, I think ideally what you just want is you want somebody to take over the game, and Genji is definitely a character who can do that. So I think that's really what you need as well if you are Vendetta. You want the carry. You want somebody to come in and just put this team on their shoulders and say, okay, hey, you know what? I'm going to enable you guys. Go get to work. You know, here's me like taking control.
Yeah, exactly. We do see this dive count coming in, but this is a lot of spam coming in from Impact. I don't know how well this dive's gonna work against such a spam like this.
Well, let's see if they go back to spawn.
I would think they go back to spawn. Even if they do put in one fight of work, I think you switch afterwards, as they're gonna barrel through quick, get pulled back a little bit, but they are gonna make a quick engagement here and try to get this point progression. Hog does end up getting hacked. That is a massive hack right there. He's using an absolute one right there. Kreis is gonna die in the process. Hog did get down to one, did manage to heal directly afterwards. The hack not coming through, unfortunately. Not able to finish that one off right there, as they're forced into the corridor right now. Death does get hacked in that process, though, when he's taken down, and even though Camping's taking down the process, the damage must already be done, as everyone's sitting in here, and as I say that, Sis taken out as well. Arena trying to find something in this process as well, but the res comes through, and Sis is brought back up. That hack is ready to go, as they're gonna try to target someone down, as they gotta be able to touch this point. Coalescence is gonna come out as well. Beat drop as well.
No.
A lot of investment right there. I don't know if they quite needed the beat drop there, but either way, with only the healers remaining, they are gonna take first point here in pretty good time.
Yeah, I'm not hearing that noise, man. That was not a good sound barrier, like whatsoever, man. That's
You
turn that off.
needed
You know.
this. You needed this for this first attack. Especially when you have this, especially you have Dragon Blade ready to go, but you also have VMP. You cannot forget about this combo that we might see in front of our faces.
Fighting into the Riptire, though, that's Riptire is also one of the best abilities to shut down a Dragon Blade, and chances are you want to have the most damage boosting the blade.
And they are gonna go for the blade. Crush Kimmy gonna find one, getting pulled back to the corner, make that two, looking for more, make that three! That's absolutely massive right there, but they gotta get back to this point, start getting some progression. Everyone now is down for Impact, as they're gonna have to bring people back into this fight. They're trying to go the separate ways. King not even able to get out of the starting gate. We are gonna see Riptire come through, but with a 4 minutes on the clock for them right there. God, if we thought Impact did well.
No. One bad defense deserves another, and dude, this the tire not coming out, but EMP getting good value, but Blade getting good value. Very, very nice stuff. And you know what? Hey, they didn't need the sound barrier, so there you go.
Yeah, I guess in the end they didn't. All else they had were definitely enough to do it, and now Impact had a lot of confidence. They barreled through like at a pretty good pace, but now, yeah, you only have those 2 minutes, while your opponent Vendetta is now sitting at 4, and finally Vendetta getting some momentum in their direction.
You know what else I brought up, though? I brought up of how, hey, you know what? Maybe camping, maybe on the Genji, maybe you can carry your team. What happens with not Caster Curse?
Oh, you're right. Oh, we can't curse them.
It feels good, man. Feels good, man.
Oh, we're just dictating the whole match. It's all scripted, guys. I'm sorry.
It's still real to me, damn it.
Thank you. You know wrestling references. I like you even more now, Maza. Oh, but yeah. We're gonna see this Arisa Sig now. System still running that Sombra. I have loved Swiss on the Sombra. I have loved it so far. I think it's been absolutely massive.
Yeah, gonna be opting to go for the 7v7 matchup, the Bob versus the Turk.
Yeah, but I think Torb is a good pick here, especially when they end up going for that pharmacy as well. I think it's think it's maybe a
Well,
good
keep in
little
mind that
prediction.
Torb has to land a primary fire on Vafara for the turret to target her, otherwise it will target whoever's closest, if I do recall correctly.
Essentially, I don't know. It's focusing her pretty good right now. I don't know. Sis ended up finding the hack and took Kulot down right there. You're gonna have to wait for them to come back. The Far is trying to poke out some more damage right now. Sherlock gets absolutely one. Does not quite drop, but got as close as you could to dropping. And now, right now, Kid already sitting at 60% to the window right now. Building this up very quickly, giving this team a lot of heals here. Big and so far. And right now, waiting for this opportunity. They are going to be going around the right side. The Pharmacy absolutely bursting in a lot of damage, trying to create an opening for the team right now. Impact trying to fight something that is an absolutely massive pull right there. Gio gonna get slammed out of his own area. Now they're going into
early
this
immortality field just for some sort of ability gets burnt down. Torb also did use the overload just to get back on point to safety.
Exactly, the window. Oh no, you can't. That window is so awkward. This kid's gonna jump.
That's like Windows Millennium Edition, man. That is not a good window.
Yeah, but oh, that shatter is absolutely massive right there. That was about 4 in there right now, and all of them got absolutely deleted. Oh my god, and they're still gonna have this barrage coming in here with the Coalescence too, and they're not quite there at EMP, 75%. They gotta get this back up here for this fight. You gotta stop this Far or this Moira before they can run through with these ults, because if they do, you're gonna find yourself in some serious trouble.
Yeah, I mean, Torb needs this seriously, just like, you know, I can't make the joke at CGL1, I'm sorry, but he needs to get his ultimate like ASAP.
Exactly, and you see the switch over hype is over on the Diva. Gonna try to stop the Pharmacy from putting in any work here. Gonna try to shut them down here.
Nice
But the
hack on
Punish
the
is the
Moira.
fight too! Oh, my god, not able to be there for it. They switched specifically for that as
They
well.
might get time left. They might be getting time left.
It's possible, but it looks like they're gonna stall out just enough in time, but still, it doesn't matter when you manage to push through. And they only needed the one fight by the looks of it, as the stall is still coming through, Flux coming through, does get 4 in that is massive, but it gets knocked down! Rock completely to the face, taken out of that fight right there. The Flux will end up leaving nothing right here. That's what remaining pieces are coming out of the point, but Impact riding back the almost non-existent wave of momentum and coming in absolutely massive, managing to take both points right there. Be it with no time in the bank, but that's absolutely massive with only those 2 minutes.
Yeah,
Wow.
like, oh man, it was looking so good for Vendetta as well. Like, looking like they might finally be able to get on the board here, and then they just get absolutely crushed on their second defense. They couldn't pull it together, and they couldn't get the ultimates in time. Oh man, that's
It's starting, but hey, they still had these 4 minutes on the clock as well.
true.
They
That
have
is
the
true.
amount of time they would usually have. So it's like, if they were able to barrel through before, you would think they'd be able to do it again, running pretty much almost the same comp they were running before. Gonna see what they can create out of this.
Yeah.
I think it could still go either way, but as we saw before, was successful. Could be
Yeah,
successful
and you know
again.
what? With 4 minutes as well from the 3 seconds, there is possible to get it with a minute left, you know, potentially. And, you know, in that case, hey, you know what? Best case scenario or worst case scenario would be a draw. Of course, that is quite a ways away at the cat, not only the first point, but second as well. And pretty, you know, not only going to be getting 30 extra seconds from capping point A as well, if they do so.
Exactly, yeah. And we're going to see how well they do here, as they are going to engage with this comp now. They are going to try this dive again, see if they can perfect this twice in a row. Ball going to fly his way right over. The point's going to go top right, waiting for the opportunity. They do see him right away, so the Pharmacy is getting their attention drawn away a little bit. But look at the back, going to get a couple off that power drive,
nice
but
ball.
yeah, he's going to pay for it with his life right there. They're not going to be able to set up this res either, so they're going to have to wait through, and this fight is over quick as it begun. Now you gotta try to hope we get some more ult percentage here, as you're also coming up pretty slowly here on both sides of the equation. Sherlock sitting at 30% already, but that's Arena already sitting at 40% to their ultimate as well. So the DPS definitely getting their ults a lot quicker than over on the side of Vendetta.
Oh, nice
Absolutely
rock
rock.
in the
It's massive right now. The Far is gonna get hacked though, sitting about half right now. Both the DPS are as well. They're trying to get the finish off right now, not able to quite do it. you do see Impact. They have their Death out of place a little bit. Does manage to barely escape, but Camping coming through at the last second, able to finish off the pick as well. Camping gonna find
Mercy as well,
Yeah.
very, very big.
Yeah, that's absolutely massive as the DPS fall in the process. King gonna try to stall off for what little bit of time they have left, but they're gonna drop, and now you're gonna have about 3 minutes coming in on this second push. And right now, this looks great to him.
They have great tools. Not quite the EMP, unfortunately. You wish I was just a little bit more, but they're gonna have Blade, they're gonna have a Valkyrie, they're gonna have Primal, they're gonna be able to get Minefield and Sound Barrier. Getting there.
Yeah, I mean, why not go for this? Like, you're sitting at that 70%. You might want to save the soul engagement for next round if the fight goes sour very quickly. But we're gonna have to see as Vitorian once again caught out, hacked again. Sherlock gets low. Very nice power dive. Sherlock is gonna invest. They are gonna go for the Dragon Blade. Not finding quite the success yet, but he ends up finding the Mercy as well. Trying to find that second pick. It's absolutely massive. They're throwing into this. Vitorian not gonna find anyone with that comp as well. GameStar is gonna drop to the Bob right now, but King getting that good pick right there. But they're absolutely barreling through right now. They might be able to do this as the stagger picks are just coming through. Mine's gonna come out trying to block the way right there on the left side, and they do indeed. Kolo's gonna be brought back up into the fight, but one by one, Impact is just being obliterated right here, trying to stall it for as much as they can here. But ending this territory as the EMP comes out, and they don't really have anyone left to go on the point, and they are gonna cap with more than a minute now. So Impact are not going to be able to take a map win here. It's either a loss or a draw for them.
I love when something I bring up earlier comes back and I can reference it again.
All full circle.
Yeah, it's like, hey, you know what? We can cut to a commercial break, and you know what? You can be last time on CGL 1. Maza brought up how time remaining in the extra attack could be very crucial. Will it happen? Well, guess what? It happened, and here we are now. So. That's honestly where we are now. It's a situation where, hey, guess what? It's not going to be, well, it could still be a 4-0, but it's going to be at least a 5-map series, guys.
Yeah, no matter what now, no matter what happens from here and out, we're having 5 maps, and that's hey, that's more than 4. It's great.
Well, I mean, I guess it's also possible that everybody on Vendetta just somehow leaves the game.
Yeah, yeah, that's possible. Shoot, Jeff Kaplan's gonna shut down half of the servers. I don't know if that's not how that works. Obviously I know how technology works. Obviously, I'm an expert in that. Oh well, but once again, same dive comp. Gonna try to hit it for the 3rd time in a row. 3rd time's the charm, but is it really the charm when you've already done it twice?
Yeah, you know what? It would be like the 3rd time is better for the defense, then, wouldn't it?
You'd figure that they haven't been able to perfect this yet, and it's not a bad comp to go against this dive either, but you only need this one tick as well. If you build up these ults perfectly, even if it's last fight and you can just stack these ults on, EMP Dragon Blade might just be all you need to really win this fight.
Yeah, they're just waiting.
Yeah, they're trying to...
We have a Lucio in the back line right now, just like jumping around.
Yeah, that's a nice hack on Vitorian. Gonna try to get them low, but the Mercy Pocket is still there. But King gets...
Gotta camp that body! Gotta camp that body!
Gotta camp it, but that's 2 already down right there. That's another Vitorian hacked one more time right there. Only a couple members sitting left on the point. They're having to be able to get out of res here. Even if camping does drop, all the members of Impact are gone now. Vendetta finally putting themselves on the board as they're gonna take Anubis.
What a fantastic way to come back. It was not easy whatsoever. Ended up taking this map 5-4. An absolute thriller on Temple of Anubis.
Exactly.
It's
now,
the super skin worthy of the shatter.
Yeah, watch the shatter. This was a shatter. That was absolutely massive right there.
But did he do it to the music when the beat drop was playing? Did he do it to the I don't know. Oh my god, look at that co-participation. Oh my goodness, dude.
My goodness gravy. 80%.
Is he playing Brig? What?
I don't even know. This is insane.
Those are like inflated Brig numbers from like Inspire kills.
It just goes to show how coordinated their dive was.
That's insane. That's actually ludicrous. That's actually insane. That's stupid. That's stupid insane.
Oh, exactly. But no, that's big though. Vendetta is coming back into this, and Maza, would you say we finally have ourselves a series on our hands?
Not yet.
Not yet. Not yet. Not yet. Okay.
You know what? It's very close to being this. I would say it's like 98% of series. It's like it's almost installed. You're ready to press the install button. The run button rather. You know what? I'll meet you halfway. I'll just say it's a series. Whatever. It's a series, guys. We actually have a finals. It's a series. I'm happy. You're happy. Let's go.
Yeah, it's not one-sided like a lot of these finals have felt. And like even though it kind of started out that way, it did, admittedly. But you know, you look back to
except for that first map on Legion, right? Right.
First map, like
Yeah.
but then when you came back and you had the momentum of winning the first map and you just get rolled the next 2 rounds, it's just like that's not a feels good moment right there.
I will also say this. It actually has been a close series because Eichenwald was actually, despite the abysmal finish from Vendetta, it was actually a very close map, for the most part.
Fair. That's a fair statement.
I mean, Anubis was very, very back and forth. So yeah, you know what? I will just say it is a series. Yeah, absolutely. You're right. Hey, you know what? Listen, when I am wrong, and I am very rarely wrong, and normally when I am wrong, I will apologize about something, but when I'm not wrong, right, I don't apologize.
That's fair. I'll give that to you, Maza. I'll give it to you.
Retake this. Anyways, going to Rialto, the map that we both agree is the best post-launch map.
And I will stay true to that for my rest of my time playing this game.
I agree. Yeah. What would you say, aside from obviously the 2 CP maps, which are garbage, everybody knows they're garbage, what is the worst non-2 CP post-launch map?
Busan. That's the easy choice.
Or Havana?
No, Havana can still be kind of fun. I think second point's really annoying, but I think first and third point still has the opportunity for a lot of different comps, and I think it could still be a lot of fun. But like Busan, I don't have that same enjoyment on Busan like I would have on like Oasis or Lijiang or even Ilios. It's not the same. Like.
No, you're right. Yeah, Busan's definitely my least favorite of the King of the Hill maps as well. So I think we're actually pretty much in agreement, I would say, to be honest, regarding ranking the
and we
maps.
I think we forgot to. I think maybe we need to switch sides, perhaps.
That might be it.
No, someone wasn't ready.
Oh, someone was not ready.
That's completely. That's completely unprofessional. I can't.
Yeah, can you imagine if like you're watching UFC and like, they're in the octagon and then suddenly like they don't like save a ready and then one guy just starts punching the other guy and then he gets DQ'd.
Just starts beating him up before he even gets in the octagon.
Yeah, it's like attacking somebody as he's coming up the entrance ramp in wrestling. That's
exactly. But you just throw him in the ring and pin him, and it's fine.
Well,
totally legal.
Maybe in like the 2K 20 games or something like that.
That dumpster fire of a game.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Are you sure? Boy. Are you sure it wasn't just WWE 2020? Something like that EA would make on someone like. But.
I mean, you're not wrong, but.
There are times where I'll be playing Overwatch and I'll genuinely think, man, this is a bad game. Then I really think about it, and it's like, it's not that bad, but man, there are times where this game gets on my nerves. It's like a drug, It's
like a drug, yeah. You know what? I think I think a lot of people have that same consensus. That some people like hate this game one day and the next day they'll play it nonstop, and it's just like that's almost the name of this game. I don't think there's very few people that say that they walk away from it and then they truly walk away from it forever. Just it's genuinely a drug.
It's craziness, but we do have a game to cast. That's how much we like this game. Are we actually going to be seeing a Zen?
Wait, what? On defense as well? That's insane.
Well, you know what? We'll see Zen for a good 5 seconds until he dies.
How did they not see the ball? The far went right over him as they're gonna go for the power dive in the back. Almost gonna take out Vitorian. Not quite though. Ball gonna try to get out of there. He gets stunned and he gets deleted, and that's what he gets for trying to hit the flank right there. As he's gonna fall very quickly. Oh, but Star Star, that's a good pick. Panther gonna have to get rest up in this fight. Not gonna have rest for the rest of this. Just trying to find some kind of hack in the background. Krace does get hacked and does get caught out in the end. That's a massive pick. Jewel will pay for the process as well, though. Both Mercies are gonna be down, camping and trying to put in some more work right before their life comes to an end right there. Ryan Shield is gonna drop as well. Kula drops as well, and this payload. They can stop this payload right here, push up a little bit, and yeah, they're gonna stop this right here. Gonna have to force them to regroup a little bit now.
I would say just maybe go traditional dive or something like that, man. Just focus down Star. I mean, I I'm just gonna focus down him because he's Zen. You know, Zen cannot move unless he's in Transcendence, and then he actually can be quite fast. You could potentially also do some cool things with Diva Bombs to reach high ground as pretending Zenyatta, but yeah, definitely he has to be the main target right now. I do gotta say.
Yeah, exactly. Especially when they're sitting to almost 90% of their ult now, ready to go. Almost has Transcendence online. Absolutely massive for only being a little over a minute into this right here. Litter is going to get hacked. Going to get kind of low. Going to get healing just in time, though. Sys going to drop. Someone's getting out of there now. That's absolutely massive, especially when you were so close to EMP and you do have that Transcendence online, but you wonder if they're going to invest here when you're down the 5v6. You might just wait for the 6 to come back, as Litter is going to go for the copy, and they are going to copy the Orisa. Bit of a weird choice, but still, that is still a good pick.
Oh, we had completely opposites.
Yeah, but we had complete opposite opinions. But you know what? It's still going back and forth. The Barrage gonna find one, gonna get rid of the Bongo as well, Mortality Field. But in the end, is it gonna be enough for them right here? The mines throw them around. They are good mines in the end. They are going to speed drop here though as well. They want to fully commit to this fight and take him out as Game Star's going to drop, and it might be a little overinvestment.
Nice,
and they're just going to shatter everyone that's left sitting on the point, and yeah, they're going to take that one right there off of the back end of an amazing shatter, getting 3 in that equation.
Yeah, we're pushing forward as well. It's really only Vafara who's caught back there. Let's see if I can get this frag, or she does manage to live. But yeah, no, the reason why you do want to...
Go ahead, sorry.
The reason why you do want to copy the Orisa is just because like Bongo has the second most fight win percentage besides EMP, according to my friend Samito in a Karki video, which you can go watch after this.
Look at you plugging content. As come back into this, Detorian does have that EMP ready to go. Wonder if they're gonna go for it here in this fight. Find a good opportunity. Gonna go for it. And, that is pretty big. Getting both the tanks on that one. Not falling quite yet, but Camping is gonna find 2 of their own kills, taking the advantage back in this fight. As Big Tank's just gonna be brought back up in the background. Is they're gonna go back. Someone is pushing this payload still as well, so they are getting a little bit of progress. Big Tank gonna try to get out of there. Instead, he just throws himself out of there, and he is taking a swim. Big Tank just completely throwing himself out of there, and I don't think, even if he was there, I don't think he could have helped pull back that fight with Shatter still being so far away. So in the end, it is what it is. Keemstar gets hacked in the process. He's won. Not gonna quite drop though, as they're gonna have to wait for this round before you can really hit this full engage now, as he is gonna finally be back in this. Gonna try to find someone on the side right there. Nice fire strike. Litter is gonna copy the Pharah. Now
yeah,
that might be a little questionable.
Yeah, that's definitely not advised. Doing a good job.
Yeah, but yours is barrage already. That is big.
He feels going to be coming out though.
Yeah, that is big though. Does manage to find Hype. Game dropping as well. Both the tanks dead. They're gonna go for the res. Hype if he brought back into the fight. It does once again, letting it happen. And right now, Camping sitting on their own barrage right there. Big shadow right there. Only gonna find one of the picks though, as Big Tank is gonna drop. That is a massive drop for them though. Camping dropping right afterwards. Someone's gonna touch this point, and then you get to touch the point. They can't get back in time. I don't know if they were really far off that point or they were trying to regroup again, but no one was able to touch now, and now 3.5 minutes.
Really speeding in here. This is fantastic, and but all this time they also have this cart moving. It's actually fantastic. I think there's actually somebody emote sitting on there right now.
Oh my goodness. The Echo was pushing it forward, but yeah, this is a really good time. Like, you know, Rialto, not the easiest map to complete. Like historically, it's not, but Impact making some pretty impressive time here. But 6 ultimates online now for Vendetta. They're hopefully gonna get a good pick here. They're looking for the EMP in the back right now. EMP's gonna come out first though for Impact, as they are gonna pick off Jewel, and that's big. And you almost want to hold these ults now, regroup one more time here to pull around. But when you're down this couple already, now you kind of have to invest now. EMP comes out. That's gonna get 3 right there. That is big right there. Immortality Field forced out as well. But still, it's really not going to be enough here, as you invested too little, too late in this exchange, or you weren't able to really group together, as They're trying to stall what little left they can into this point. And it's one by one coming out, trying to create the stall. Camping does end up getting the pick on Kula, which is going to force out the res as well. Not able to quite knock him away in time. Flux is going to come out. I don't think it really catches anyone in that exchange. But Flux on the other side is going to catch a couple in that exchange right there. Camping being taken out of the process of the Flux. But right now, both things are sitting so low. Hype going to throw out his ultimate right there. GameStar ends up taking his own life somehow. And right now, literally, it's 3 on the run! Oh my god! Making the big brain decision, copying the ball, get those mines out, and just absolutely obliterated what was left of Vendetta.
Absolutely huge, man. Getting that copy on of a wrecking ball, able to get the mines, able to get the 3K. Oh my goodness.
Wow, that was something right there. Like I said, big brain play right there, able to get those mines out quick as can be. Force them, I think he was trying to just force them off of this payload, but they invested in that and just decided, yeah, that's it. We're gonna die to these mines. And that was just their doing right there with 2 minutes on the clock. And for Rialto, that's impressive. Like I said before, Rialto not the easiest map to complete, and even when you finish it with time, that is a very sizable victory for you already.
Yeah, I would say 2 minutes 13 is what, 0 time left on Havana, like that kind of equivalent. I don't know what the time zone converter, if it applies here to Overwatch map completion, but yeah, definitely a pretty decent time for sure. And I think with payload though is no matter what, if you cap, you always get to go again. Unless, of course, talking, season 1 of competitive where only one team could go again, it would be coin flip, but...
But yes, Overwatch has evolved. So nothing make a little bit more sense now. We're not deciding things by a coin flip anymore.
Well, the NFL still does it.
Hey, you're right, though. You are correct.
I am.
And, games are gonna get hacked pretty early on, and oh my god, just gets deleted on the bridge. Wow. Didn't even stand a chance in that exchange. Sys dropping as well. You already have 2 people gone in this fight. You've already got to back out. Barely engaged into this fight as both supports are... One loses their life. Jewel trying to get out of there, sitting at 1, drops as well, and Camping just gonna have to jump into the lake for a swim right there, and, not a good start for them right there. Not getting a lot of ult charge here as they're switch over to the Reinhardt now.
Yeah, Camping also going to be swapping onto the Echo. Going to be taking the Echo matchup with the Sombra as well. Ana stars on.
Yeah, exactly. And Taker getting so low. That is a big NP. Camping managing to finish off the pick there, but Jewel ends up dropping as well. A lot of healing lost to them, but statistically, they lose the Rhine. They're going to have to back out a little bit here, regroup, try to wait for them to come back, but they're still trying to not give them too much space right now. And that's a big hack onto the Sigma right there. Later A is going to drop as well. The Sigma is still hacked. Managing to play cover
Nice
now for the
rock.
moment, but that is a big rock right there.
Hey, Lucia, how do you like rock music? Boom.
Yeah, but Star Camping dropping as well. Jewel gonna have to bring Camping back into this fight. The Ryan is back. He does get hacked. That is hacked, but he's won already. The EMP not gonna prove to have a whole lot of value. It was just a couple seconds too late right there. Camping.
Oh, Camping, fragging.
Wow. Absolutely fragging. Get that 4 right there. Can he get 5? Can he get 6? He ended up getting.
Yeah, it was 4. It was 4. Probably an assist somewhere in there.
Yeah, he had the assist, and you can call it 5 if you want, but
I mean, it's more of a fresh nuts, but
more of a fresh nuts. Say why not? I'll take fresh nuts. That's big. That's that shatter. That's 3 right there. But like we said before, the problem with engaging on the shatters, they've had a little bit of trouble right here. And look, but with 3 people already down, you wonder how big of a decision this really is. He's gonna go for the pin. Is he find anyone? No. And he does get out of there, but they won't have a res fairly early in this fight either.
No, both Echoes do have the duplicate available, so lots of potential here. I think that Sigma and Ryan, there's so many duplicate targets, and there's so many potential that you can get value with.
Yeah, EMP shatter, and there it is. Oh, that's massive right there. You get the 4-man shatter, and that's absolutely massive. The shatter coming through on the other side, they did end up doing a copy. They're trying to find something right here, but Litter not able to come up with anything right there as his team just got EMP shattered out of existence.
Camping came alive on Temple of Anubis, and he is coming alive again on Rialto. This guy is fragging out, putting his team on his shoulders, and is really dominating right now, winning the Echo war for sure.
Yeah, you see Sis switch over to the McCree now. The Sambo's working out pretty decently for them, but I guess
I
they
think
decided
they
to.
want to shut down Litter Demon. I think it's really.
Oh yeah. Oh, Ryan being grabbed by his own. That Ryan being flexed on its own. That was perfect. Killed the Ryan just before the beat drop came through. The Sound Bearer not able to keep them alive right there, kept being knocked out of their own duplication, but still. Vendetta has the advantage in this fight, trying to force them to back up here. There was some good stickers right there, as they do have to force out the Coalescence right there. Not quite at the Shatter, but Jewel about to have his Valkyrie online.
The anti-May did connect too.
Yeah, Litter gets solo. Litter, though, is going to stay alive for the time being, though. Hype getting very close to that Shatter now, 92%. Hoping to find another big one. This time, not going to have that EMP to really keep them going. Someone got hacked, and that's big right there, going for the double pin, but Hype's going to lose that pin war right there. Big Tank getting a lot of support. Big Biomave, but I don't know if that's going to be enough right there, as holy cannoli, Sits picking up with 2 picks right there. Hype Killer did drop afterwards, but this might just be enough for them to come back into this fight. Camping, getting rid of Kula right there, as Litter drops directly afterwards as well. And with only Sombra really there to quickly contest, yeah, they're not going to be able to contest that right there. They decide to pull out, they decide to fight for another day, and Vendetta now is the one making good time on this map.
Yeah, absolutely. Really, really thrilling stuff right now. This next corner push is going to be huge. You're going to have the EMP coming up online for Impact. Let's see what value they can get from it. Still not quite there.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Ultimate.
Yeah, Ryan hacked right now. Shatter finding absolutely no value, though. Sigma bringing up a shield just in time to protect the rest of his team right there. But you still have a lot of ultimates online. You still have 5 sitting at your disposal. You are going to copy the Reinhardt. You are going to see the Vendetta come through. EMP as well. I'm not gonna lie. This is an overinvestment. This is so much of an overinvestment. There was an investment on both sides as well. You know, Vendetta uses 3, but all 6 coming out from Impact. That I know you wanted to win the fight, but it was so unnecessary now. And now you have nothing to protect you for this Nano coming through here.
Yeah, this Nano, there's going to be all eyes on it. I mean, I think the Reinhardt is definitely the easy Nano target.
Oh, you would think so, yeah. Echo does end up getting hacked, though. Is going to jump back to safety, thankfully. It's Hype, it's looking bug, and there it comes. We call it ourselves. Gonna go for it already. Litter taking down this fight. Almost looking for the shot right now.
He's well onto the wrecking ball. Can they follow up? No, not going to. But pushing some people back to spawn. Logic's Fire Strike does not connect.
Yeah,
not
not
quite.
quite.
The Shatter available now, yeah, and the Valkyrie. They could be, I would say, preemptively Valkyrie.
I agree right here. They have the Shatter line waiting for some weak contestment. Oh, he hits the Shatter on the Ryan. Wanted to stop him then and there right there. Big Tank can be taken down. Kula sitting absolutely 1 right now. Barely managing to stay alive as Camping's taken out early in this fight as well. Looking for the res right now. Julie is going to go for it. And this time, a res finally gets stopped right there. But is it going to be enough right here as well? The pigs are coming through, trying to stagger on to this point. It's not enough quite yet as only a couple takes. It's worth sitting on site as Hype is just rolling through one after another right there. Really going to use that just to get his ammo back, but Simpson is going to die in this fight. That is not that good when you need the stun for the Doomfist. And now Camping coming back in, trying to put in some work right here. And he's doing absolutely massive at that with only 1 left on the point. They are going to finish with 1.5 minutes on the clock now. A little bit less than Impact, but still, you finish the map and you've got another chance here to push that payload.
Yeah, and in payload, how many times have you seen like 1 minute turn into a whole like map completion? It's really unlike hybrid. I think like payload's one of those like, yeah, okay, you get the extra time to work with, but it's so snowball-y that I think both teams have a significant chance right now to win this one. It's really anyone's game.
Yeah, it could definitely go either way, but now let's talk in this instance, okay? So right now, Vendetta, you have the lower time bank, so you're going to be starting out on the attack. Now if you're Impact, do you hold this corner hard? Do you want to try to stop them as soon as you can? Because Vendetta's a team that does is good at riding their waves of momentum here, and I don't think you want them to be getting any further than this and risk of letting them just start barreling through this map. So you gotta wonder. It looks like they're kind of building for that as well. I'd say a lot of healing, running that double shield comp, the far along with it. I don't know. I think that might be what they're going for here, to try to hold at this corner hard.
Yeah, it looks to be what they are going to be going for. And you can see how this Mercy Ana does work out. Saw it being pretty effective though earlier on in the last attack.
Yeah, that is true indeed. As you see them gonna go try to invest, kind of go for the move, not quite finding anything there, but that is what it is. You know what? And they already starting to give a little bit of space right here, trying to just give them a little bit of opportunity to create something. Kula does end up getting a hat. Oh, Didorino getting caught out, camping, hitting some nice stickies right there. Absolutely massive as they do have the res ready to go, but I don't even think they're gonna be able to get out there to get the res. They create a lot of space right there as Litter ends up taking their own life. Litter didn't want to be here anymore. Litter wanted out of this fight his own way. And now hopefully gotta keep a body there on point, and Star is gonna stay back on point. Hype is gonna get a little aggressive here, but he's gotta watch himself as the rest of Impact is coming back into this fight. Insist. Oh, that's the pick you don't want to see right there. You need the Sombra for this fight coming up here. And now backing out just a little bit here, trying to give themselves a little bit of space and with Jewel out of the fight as well.
Into it. Yeah,
yeah, they're fighting. You gotta get out of here.
But, oh,
yeah,
no,
but you've gotta back out with what you have left. You need to re-engage, especially when Star's getting so close to this Nano as well. You need this for this fight. You need to be able to give this over to Hype. And with as much damage as he's taken, Star should be able to just about have this Nano coming in for this fight. Yeah, 91% as well. I don't know. You gotta be able to get this in time. Yeah, Coalescence is about to be online as well, and you have it. And you gotta be able to give this. Hype Killer getting ready to be aggressive in on this as well. Coalescence coming through as fast as it can. Jewel jumps really quick in the fight though, and there it is. That's massive. You gotta get aggressive here though. You gotta push hard into this, looking for the Shatter opportunity. Oh, that is Shatter on the side. It's big, getting two, but he's in the corner by himself. They are gonna cap the first point right there. That is big for them right now. And they are going to get the nice tech as Big Tech can be taken out.
Nice.
Wow.
And camping just all over the kill feed as well, man. Damn, son. And we're going to have a Gravitic Flux online too. Unfortunately, Mercy 69%, so close to the Valkyrie, not quite there just yet. Can they get the EMP available during this next fight? That's really going to be the big question.
It's going to be really scrappy here, but they're going to have the Bob, Copy, Shatter. They're going to have Flux here pretty soon. The Valkyrie as well. If you got to get it here quick, as it's sitting at 95% and counting. Going for the Flux in the background, going to find quite a couple in that process. EMP is ready to go. They are going to set up for waiting for that right opportunity, but you're going to have to use it soon. Shatter coming through. Not a whole lot of value off of that, though. As EMP gets in, and that's 5 members right there. Litter going to copy. Not finding any value out of that Shatter, though. As once again, not finding much value out of their own Shatter right there, unfortunately. It was big if they weren't able to find any value off of it.
Have another Nano available, too?
Yeah, now it is available, and Hype is gonna get it as you say that. Gonna go in, try to push through, get some more room, and what Big Tank? He goes in for this pin, finds nothing. Shatter gonna get 2 in the background, trying to finish up this fight. Hype absolutely barely through these guys right now, as there's nothing stopping them from taking this second point. Hype has come alive now in this series.
Hype is Hype, and you are Hype, and this match is Hype. Absolutely insane stuff coming out. Oh my, capping point B now. This is just, it's a steamroll. It's really working out in their favor. Coalescence is going to be available in this next fight. Maybe you can use that, play aggressively, hope you can get something with it. Camping, and they nearly have a Gravitic Flux too. This is looking like it's dire straits. Honestly, this is so messy.
Exactly, you need this stop right here. They're going to pop out. Coalescence going to try to take care of the Echo. Camping sitting at 1. Camping is going to end up dropping. Game is getting so close to the Flux, he is gonna get it. Gonna catch a couple on net though. Those are some going to take there. And Kula gets so low. Kula does end up dropping the process. Big Tank getting low as well, but those are some good picks coming from the DPS. Impact wanting to put an end to this right here, and they are going to. But still, that's a lot of room that you've given up to Vendetta right there, pushing it past second checkpoint. With only, they had a minute and a half to start with, and they went through that entire second part of the map in overtime.
Absolutely thrilling stuff, and again, yeah, it is 2 minutes 13 to work with, but I just think like how much of payload pushes happen in overtime, right? That's why I really don't think the extra time is going to matter that much. If we're gonna make it work, we're gonna make it work. And it's a tough task ahead of them to get a bath baller to go past the corner of Death 2 on Streets phase and just a little bit into third. And looking like we could be seeing. Yeah, I had a feeling. No. I had a feeling.
Wow, maybe not. I hope not, man. I don't know. I mean, when you look
the Backstreet Boys, stop playing games with my heart.
Oh no, because you see this on the letter too. T, they have a pretty unsuccessful defense.
Yeah,
and, what do they do?
You see the BAP, and that's probably a sign that it is going to happen. Oh
So now in this position already, you gotta be thankful that you have the Sigma here ready to go, because this Flux is gonna come in absolutely huge when they get it, assuming that they're gonna be barreling through this first point. But to see how well this works for them, it's a classic pirate ship right now, a double shield. You have the and Sig got stuff coming out the gate right there. That is unfortunate right there. But they're gonna try to
you know
put
what?
themselves in cart.
I can imagine a Sigma skin of him like in a nightcap, ready for bed. It just seems like it's such an obvious skin.
Maybe we'll get it. Maybe we'll have to wait for Lunar New Year again. Maybe we'll have to wait for that one. But yeah, pulling this corner, and there he is right there. Bash looking to get some work done. He's gonna drop in the back, kind of already like abandoning the pirate ship quota right there, as Panther's gonna lose that immortality pretty early on in the fight. And
nice kill into the Mercy too.
Yeah, Christ driving very early in the fight. The Bastion gets super low. Later does end up dropping into that. Eturian absolutely one camping, coming in big on these picks right now, finishing out these kills. Gonna try to get one more, make that 3 up on the chalking board right there. That's absolutely
this pirate
massive
ship
for them.
has basically turned into a lifeboat right now. It's on life support. It's got a completely abandoned ship and just go back, lure him out onto the McCree, running the double hit scan with the Ash as well, and they might be able to get Ryan gonna get burned down to a crisp.
Yeah, that's already massive. Just like that, one of your main tanks is already out of this fight. You can't really do a whole lot now.
Trying to stop the rest of them coming through.
Oh no!
That I unfortunately cursed them.
Yeah, big tank brought back in this fight, but they do have Nano ready to go online, waiting for this opportunity. Sis just dropped her in this fight as well. That is a big pick, but hey, Rez is there once again, not able to really camp the Rez right there. That is massive. They are gonna go for the copy. They are gonna get the Sigma.
Oh,
and they got the wow. That Flux came in like quick as can be. Holy crap!
Last fight,
absolutely massive.
Too, man. So many Ana assists. It's
Sis. Oh.
Bob
getting that
going
late
to be
pick.
available next fight as well. Final fight.
Yeah. Wow, and they're gonna bring the Rez back up there. They really want it for this fight. They're not gonna have it now for the final engagement. So if they lose someone, they're out of this fight. Bob making his way into the background. That's actually some really good placement in the Bob back there. Gets moved from the side. It's a massive shadow right there, catching 4. 2 already down. Vendetta barreling the way through this. The Rez is gonna try to come through on the point. The Mercy trying to get some stall going right now, but it's not gonna be enough. Vendetta is making their way back into the series as they will take Rialto.
If it wasn't a series before, which I apologize for, it most certainly is now 2-2, and we are guaranteed at least a map 6. What a way to end this season with this match right here. The number 1 seed, the number 2 seed tied up after 4.
I know, exactly. Things look dire. Like we said, it was a 2-0. Wasn't the cleanest 2-0 in the world. I mean, Vendetta has just come back to life here in these last 2 maps. And like you said, now we really have a series on our hands here. And now the excitement level is just absolutely rising now.
Hype, hype, hype. Oh my goodness, what a series this is, ladies and gentlemen. Going to be going back to King of the Hill next. I tell you what.
Oh my goodness. And they will only have the choice between, what is it, only Bisan and Ilios? Is that correct?
Ilios definitely. The other one, man, why would we have Busan in the pool, man?
Well, you gotta have one that no one will want to pick. Just gotta have one.
Yeah, but then what happens if, we get to map 8? Then you have to play the... Actually, you know what? I think we do have a rule where there are more control maps available because of a possibility of there being a crazy situation with draws. So.
Yeah, they did. They put that in. They implemented that. Like, we look back on these games that infamously have a lot of draws. We can look back to this.
Amusingly though, something I will bring up is I was the first one to report about the what happens in an Overwatch League match in playoffs if or in a first 2 situation if there are a number of draws. And I was the first one to report, but it is repeat King of the Hill. First in the world. Yeah, first in the world with that. I got the inside scoop.
Wow, look at you.
For Dexerto.com, yeah.
You're doing this for us, Maza. We all appreciate it.
No, thanks, guys.
Yeah, and yeah, we've seen series like that. We look back at Owl like earlier in the season. We had the Outlaws versus the Uprising, and ended up
Yes.
going 7 maps with 2 ties in there, and that's
And the
just
thing is, too,
wow.
that was a first of 3.
It
You
was a
know?
first of 3. You only needed 3 maps, and you got 7 out of it.
And that is also why we don't do the best of format. You know why? Because in Overwatch, guess what? You can draw games. Crazy. You know what you can't draw games in? Major League Sports, the NHL, in the playoffs. Have you ever seen a game tie? Nope. NBA, have you ever seen a game tie in the playoffs? Nope, because they play until there is a winner. You know, Overwatch, guess what? It doesn't work like that. There can be draws on certain game modes. That's why we do first to 4. It's not rocket science, it's just the way it is.
Yeah, you're right on that one. God, it would be things would be quite different if this were the other way around, and I don't know. We haven't seen the tie yet. We haven't really seen the upper like a close tie really come by even. Like we look back on 2CP and even if we look over at a hybrid, we weren't really close to seeing any kind of tie possible there on either
No,
instance.
because of where the payload ended up on
Yeah.
to complete it. Of course, I guess the closest would have been Temple of Anubis, but still would have required a 2 minute 13 seconds or whatever hold on point A.
Yeah, exactly. But like I said, we're heading back to Control, going over to Ilios now this time, and you figure this might favor the dive comp now. I can see it coming back out here again, and obviously depending on where we go as well, you might not see it as much if we go over to Well, but I feel like we can see a lot if we're gonna start over on like Lighthouse right here. Could definitely see it here.
Yeah, you know, when I
100%.
retire, I just want to get a lighthouse and live at the very top.
That
Like
is a
Stanley
heck
from
of a
The
dream,
Office.
man.
Yeah, yep.
And ooh, what? There's no way we see that. There's no way they're gonna do that, right?
Both teams?
Ball hog. There's no way they both do ball
Hog and
with
ball.
Sombras. Oh my god. There's no way we're actually about to see ball hog with a Sombra.
Well,
Oh
you know what?
my god. What is this series, Maza? What are we doing right now?
Mystery Hero, don't you know? You reuse the weird map settings rule.
Oh my goodness, and yeah. Kulak gonna bring his way up top, and the ball, it's already a 1v1 ball fight already. GameStar is gonna get hacked, but quickly gets his way out of the fight. Wants nothing to do with that right here, as Impact gonna be making their way to the point first. As Game once again gonna get hacked, and the balls are gonna be an absolute play toy for the Sombras here in this map starting out. But Impact holding strong on this point. Wonder if they're gonna go for the engaged ball. Not able to touch quite yet. Just barely managed to touch as well. But it gets pushed off at the point, and now the clock has started up as percentage starts rolling through, but it's still back and forth. Hype being brought back up into this fight. Campbell being taken out directly afterwards, though. I don't think they have much fight left in him as the Mercy gets pulled in. Manages to somehow stay alive.
Somehow
but
manages to survive after getting hooked almost off the map, yeah.
Exactly, yeah, but Coalescence popped out right there. They're really investing in this fight the whole time. What the heck?
Oh my god!
The thing's coming in huge right there. Sherlock, though, coming with 2 of his own, managing to stick that boy right onto Star. Absolutely massive, though, but GameStar coming back into this fight, bringing it back for his team, and it looks like they are going to take only 32% going in favor of Impact.
Dude, you ever see like a popcorn machine or everything goes with pop, 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 pop? That's basically what it was right there inside the lighthouse. There's everything going on.
Oh my god. GameStar almost just got obliterated. That was a nice hook that pulled him in. Unfortunately, the Sombra really wasn't there to hack them as well. Oh my god! Jewel just absolutely grabbed off from the top right there. 2 massive hooks already. EMP coming through.
You have to try to refrag here. I do like this EMP actually going to be
Yeah, it is
very
big.
aggressively with it.
Ooh, yeah, that's good. Panther drops. Whole Hog's gonna come out. He's gonna get hacked out of it though. Gonna find no value out of that now. The fights go back to point. We do see the mines come back up into this fight. What is going on right now? What is going on,
I
sis?
feel like I'm watching a Roadhog, like, you know, custom game or something, man.
This is what this is. This is all this is. But Hype Killer got 2 picks. Wait, are they keeping this fight alive? Yeah, they kept it alive. They're holding on. They're holding on to this point now. Wow, just these fights have been insane already so far. The Ball Hog is so scrappy, especially when you're throwing the Sombras into this mix, and it's been an absolute cluster so far.
absolutely insane. This has been one of the craziest back and forth matches. Just everyone like duplicating colleges, folks everywhere, man.
Oh yeah, and that's a good hook right there. Hype caught out, gonna get hacked as well. Not really gonna have a lot of heals on his side, trying to stay alive. Bolt, everyone's getting very low over on the side of Vendetta. What is going on right now? Kula coming in big, getting a nice couple of picks right there, and they're getting on point quick. Gonna try to stall a little bit, maybe put this into one fight territory. Camping, or GameStar is gonna drop the balls right there. Mine's not really getting a whole lot. Hog does manage to find 2 off of the whole Hog itself, and now Impact now taking back over the point. But hey, Vendetta has this almost in one fight territory, managed to get it to 83%. That's good for them.
It's gonna be a tough one now, man, because yeah, you do have the EMP. If you can EMP first and you catch the enemy Sombra with it, maybe you frag out, you kill her, then you get it. It's not quite last fight territory because like I think there will be a recontest no matter what.
Oh yeah, there will be a recontestment, but we can't guarantee it could be the strongest one possible.
That is correct.
Oh, and it looks like he's gonna go down there. GameStar knocked off the edge right there. That's already massive. 2 down already. Sherlock going for a couple bit of cleanup right here. That is a good hit, but good hook by Hype, but he's just taking out directly afterwards. Joel just kind of have to jump off the map, and now I'd say we're in one fight territory.
Yeah, and you're in a tough situation too. I mean, you're you know what? I take it back. You're actually in a pretty good spot. Never mind.
Yeah,
I had my teams mixed up. You have a lot to work with.
Yeah, you have that EMP, and now, but Impact doesn't. They don't have the EMP. You know, you have that Valkyrie ready to go. Worst case scenario here. Hopefully you don't overvest. That is big. You do find 2 after that. You do end up finding the break, which is pretty nice as well.
Yeah,
Litter gets so
rally,
low.
though. She was able to use the rally.
That is big, and they're gonna hook. Camping gonna go down and out of there. Camping ends up dying, not able to read back into the form. Gets knocked off. Star Maiden getting absolutely massive boop right there. Star Maiden coming in massive for their team right there, helping bringing this back. And now next fight's gonna take this all right here. GameStar does have those mines online, and that's gonna be the most massive of all. Even if Litter is coming up on their whole hog.
Yeah, you're gonna have the minefield available. That's really gonna be so key just in terms of just disabling this point, making it so difficult
Yeah,
to
as
touch.
well.
They
Oh,
have
Kula!
to touch. That is the one condition.
Oh no, yeah, but Kula! Yeah, but Hype gets booped off in the process as well. Those are some pretty good mines right there, and Krace is gonna end up jumping into that, dying right in the process. Both healers are down, and if anyone's gonna be able to touch the whole hog, trying to create something in this manner right now, but they're dropping one by one right now. Vendetta cleaning up whatever's left of this fight, and they're gonna end up taking Lighthouse.
Vendetta, the number 1 seed for a reason.
What did we just watch, Maza? What was this?
I want to call it a clown fiesta, but it was more like a full carnival, man. Dude, it just the hooks, the environmental kills, everything just, brah.
Just wow. Absolutely massive right here. Oh my god.
Honestly, anybody who's at home and has been taking a shot whenever Hunter's been saying massive, I apologize for alcohol poisoning. You know, because that's what the series has been, though, man. It's just been one massive.
It has.
Play after another.
That's all I can call it is massive. That's the first word that comes to mind right here. That's what it is. Like if you get a massive play, I'm gonna call it massive. I don't care if it's one pick. If it's a good pick, it's massive.
Is it thick though?
I don't know if I'm gonna call a kill thick. Oh, that was dummy thick by Litter. No, but oh, as I say that, oh, GameStar threw himself into there, and GameStar is just gonna go back down. Oh, he's gonna go visit down below. Gets taken out so quickly in this fight, and this fight's basically over with. Yeah, they fully backed out. Impact's gonna start out with point control on Ruins now. And I don't know, GameStar kind of bit off a little more than he could chew there in that fight.
Panther, if you go back and you watch the spot, I'm really curious to see how much ultimate charge Panther got off the environmental kill onto the Wrecking Ball already at like nearly 50%, meanwhile Star only 16. Yeah,
Sis gets taken out early in this fight. GameStar is going to find Sherlock, but without the Sombra, they might find themselves in trouble. This Hog's going to stay very strong in this fight, though. Panther does drop as well. Camping coming in big for his team right there. Kula getting pretty low right now. Got to find something. The res ends up coming through, but Trace is going to fall at the expense of bringing back their teammate right there. Litter trying to create a little something here on the point. Does manage to get some heals right in time, but I really don't think it's going to be enough as both the tanks are sitting at absolute 1 right now. And Litter, well, they do manage to find Jewel. They drop directly afterwards, and they're going to cap this with about 41% in their time bank right there.
Yeah,
percentage.
not too bad. You're going to have the EMP available for this next fight, as well as both tank ultimates, so you're in a position where you can definitely retake. However, if you are Vendetta, you definitely have some tools available as well. Now, you do have the duplicate, you have the whole hog coming up on mines, you're going to be having the Valkyrie, so both teams pretty, coming up and being pretty stacked.
Yeah, and you see Camden kind of hiding out here on the side as well. Yeah, didn't want to get caught in that. Wanted to have the copy ready to go. They are going to go for their own EMP, it looks like. But really,
Sombra, I'm not too crazy on that one.
Yeah, but now he does, but he doesn't get it out in time. And they're capping point. They got to get on here. They got to keep this contestment going. But Vendetta, not many bodies left laying on this point. Just really the supports at this point, and just got to stall for what little bit you have left right here. But they are going to bring it back out to that 41%, 42% as well. So getting as much as Impact did, but now Impact now back in control.
Yeah, I don't know if Sombra was actually the main duplicate target. It might have been a bit of a misclick. I know, yeah, okay, getting EMP can be very, very powerful, but at the same time, I think just going for a tank, maybe even the Roadhog, definitely...
Yeah, either one of those could have been very nice for them.
Definitely the Brig would have been a very, very good option. We'll Brig
even Brig.
Do have Rally available for this next engagement.
Yeah, that is big, but they do have EMP, and the EMP is going to get far for that, but Rally did come up in time. They barely pulled it out in time right there. Assist drive dropped right afterwards. Another one right there. Gonna catch Hype right there, and now backing out with whatever you have left, and now you're back in that one fight territory. Impact sitting nicely here. You do have the mines, and you do have Rally over on Vendetta right there, but is that going to be enough when you do have the Valkyrie and the EMP sitting at 80%? That is something they could get midway into this fight as well.
Yeah, you have to decide when you want to rally as well. I think you have to engage with this man. You have to take this point.
Yeah, they're gonna throw in mines pretty early in the fight. GameStar just gets taken out. Mines coming through on the other side now. That's bad. Litter gonna throw out this whole hog, but Litter's getting absolutely obliterated right now. Sitting at 1, but you know, when you already have 2 picks, it doesn't quite matter. You're gonna bring in your own hog off of the Echo, but it's really not gonna be enough. Your 2 hogs running around trying to make something happen. EMP catches whoever was left on the point. They're being taken out one by one. Hype getting destroyed right there, and even though Panther does die, gets rezzed up right afterwards, and right here, this is just a cleanup operation for Impact. And yeah, we're heading over to Well now, 1-1.
Damn, this series, what a series, man. Both controls, by the way, now going to the 3rd stage. So, you know, definitely, we're getting a lot of bang for our buck here, man.
I don't know what we did to deserve a game this good, Maza.
And you know what? The hero diversity we've seen as well.
Yeah.
Going back, if you were to look back at this game, I gotta wonder, has any hero not been played?
I'd imagine.
I'd imagine. Jeopardy music right now. I gotta actually think about this one. Write down my answer.
Do we see Soldier?
Maybe.
We may have saw it like super briefly, but
yeah, maybe.
I don't know. But we have been all over the board, and Impact is still opting for this this hog ball comp, and let's see how well that works for them when they do have a pharmacy that is gonna be flushing them in the face right now. Gonna wonder how much value they can get off of that pharmacy when there is a nice little chunk to combat them back. They have the McCree and the Sombra, which will be a really good counter against this. And Sis stopping really early in the fight, unfortunately. Sherlock winning that 1v1 right there, able to catch him out right there. Impact, though, trying to take over this point. They do have the picks for it as well. Sis getting brought back up, but no one's really here to contest the fight right now, as they're kind of just forced into this little corridor. Not much room to actually escape this fight. And even though Panther is going to drop, Hype does drop as well, but GameStar coming up big as well. That's a big getting rid of the Sombra right here. No hacks ready to go. The Hog does get rid of Jewel, though. Mastiff not even dropping on his own as well. Sif's dropping as well. And what almost could have been a comeback right there ends up being a failure, as they're going to hit the full reset button here.
Yeah, it's actually a massive failure, because look at how much Ultrage you ended up really feeding. Kind of didn't even have to. You could have backed out, but I think as soon as a Resurrection came in, they were a bit committed to it. Obviously not running the Lucio, not being able to speed boost out, could be very detrimental. And running the double shield right now, Arisa just in general, right, is better to hold than to take.
Oh yeah, exactly, but they're going to go with it still. They think they can find that value off of it, but Impact coming up on a lot of ultimates already. And while camping is coming up very close on that barrage, wonder how much value they're going to find when the Sombra is actively ready to go on this one, waiting for the right opportunity for them to strike. hiding in the background right now. They are going to loop around the point, going to go on that backside right there. The ball going to try to make something happen in the background. Somehow staying alive in that whole endeavor. Yours the Deadeye come through, not finding anyone though. Manages to zone them out a little bit though. Trying to create an opportunity for them right there is still, it's like a deadlock. No one quite caught in this exchange yet. They're still sitting in this back corner trying to find it. And Camping gets caught in that hole right there. Getting obliterated while he was in there.
Can't even
res Mines. Yeah, not at all. Yeah, Mines getting thrown out in this position right here. Absolutely blocking out that view for them right there. That's massive. That is a nice flux though, getting a nice couple right there. The Brig getting caught in it. Brig and Litter, they do get low, but that's a big EMP getting 4 off of that right there. It's absolutely massive. GameStar is going to manage to find a pick in the process. Camping, going to throw that barrage, gets 2, and it's just barely going to be enough for them to cap over this point. The fight's still kind of going on though, as the remnants of Impact want to create something here, but it's not going to be enough. But they do manage to get it in this one fight territory, managing to get up to 91%, and Vendetta had to burn a lot of ults to be able to take this point.
Yeah, and you should be very happy as well that the EMP was used. Didn't get any value from it, obviously, but now that it's off the board, we are going to be seeing some swaps, like double Pharah now, so pharmacies on both sides.
Yeah, we're going to finally see this pharmacy in battle, and we're going to see who can come back on top of this, you know. Kevin has done pretty well. Oh no, Sith! Oh no, Sith's caught out, and they got to get back on this point. Someone's got to touch here, and it almost swaps over. It's so close.
Yeah, putting Bongo down.
Yeah, Bongo came through. Move. The point's getting so close to flipping over. It's good, yeah. Rally ready to go right there. Hype Killer losing the Bongo really quick. Panther, where are you going, man? You'll just fall off the map. Camping does end up dying in the process, though. But losing Panther like that is so big, especially when the rally was still actually going. Very nice Mines, forced them off a point. It is going to flip back over. That is a good pull right there, but not quite enough to knock out the Pharah. Hype, you got to get out of there. You might get pooped if you're not careful. Trying to pull his way out of there. Hype ends up dropping right into the mine right there. Jewel doesn't even manage to get that either. Sis knocked right into the well. Even though Starman does manage to bop him into the well right there, it's not going to be enough with only one member dropping through. Camping.
The soldier, and he's in the well.
And he's in the well. And now Impact will take Ilios, and now we have ourselves a 3-2 series. Impact just one map away from that championship victory.
So close, they can taste it. Oh man, like what a series! What a crazy game.
Again, absolutely crazy. Let's see, is this the boop right here? Is that?
Oh, boom.
Oh, absolutely massive right there. Wow, just
guys. All our viewers are gonna be so drunk.
They're gonna be so. It's massive.
It's erect.
It's a.
Hey, listen. You can erect statues, okay? Okay, it's totally appropriate. I'm totally safe. I'm
totally appropriate.
Totally in the green zone. You know. Come on.
Whatever you say, Maza. Oh, that was so entertaining on Ilios. Even though, you know, still, Vendetta wasn't completely wiped there. They still put up a good fight, but there were definitely mistakes made that it's not quite the ideal time to start making these kind of mistakes, especially when you're going to these next 2 maps here. If they manage to get to 2 maps, and you have to put 150% into these right here, because like we saw earlier, you know, Impact did pretty well for themselves on Icawald. Were able to take that, and now we have the choice. I believe it's just between Kings Row and Hollywood, and you know, once again, Kings Row would seem like the ideal pick. But once again, we had.
You know what? The series has been so good they might make a movie about it. So maybe Hollywood.
Maybe Hollywood. You know what? I wouldn't be bad to see Hollywood.
But honestly, though, listen, with how good your Ryan has been, I think you have to go Kings Row. I mean, look at how you did Rialto. You know, you have to go Kings Row.
Yeah, I mean, you did really good. Like they ran a lot of those EMP shatters, and they were successful basically every time. There's no reason not to go it. There's no reason. It's not going to work as well if you go over to Hollywood. There's a lot more high ground. You're going to be perhaps running more of this dive style, but it's just going to be there we go. We're on a Kings Row.
There we go, boys. We did it. We actually got a series where we got Eichenwald and Kings Row.
Absolutely amazing. We just got a series where we get to the 6th map in general.
Can you imagine if this is a draw?
Oh my god, don't make me do this. It's been so entertaining, but man.
No, it's a good.
It's
good.
It's great.
If it's a draw, we get to continue and the series goes on.
it will get to go on, but if we get another map here, do we head back to control, or do we go to payload instead?
Would play payload, and then control would be map 7, and then map 8 would be control as well. I do
because
believe
this is map 6 right now.
this is 6, yeah, and
So
but
then-
map 7 would be payload, though. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I know we
Yeah,
have
it
I'm
goes
pretty sure it's supposed to be, yeah,
goes
because they want to
payload
make sure just
afterwards.
from that on you would play
No,
maps
yeah.
that you
No, yeah, yeah,
conceivably
no,
can't tie.
yes.
Okay, good. But yeah,
But
No,
no, in
this-
theory, let's just say, like, this map is a draw, and then Vendetta goes on and they win payload, and then it would go to control for a map 8.
we could go to 8 maps here, and that would just be for. And you know what?
Well, payload can draw too, technically. So hey,
Yeah,
we could see
it's-
map 9.
God, if we get to map 9, I don't know. My vocal cords, they will give out eventually, but hey, I don't think it's anytime soon. But I don't know if I want to find out, Maza.
Well, you know what? No pain, no enjoy Twitch stream.
Twitch streams. God, this is the series that
This is
we
the series
needed
we
for the last one.
deserved.
This
you
is
know?
the series we deserved for the last match in the spring season of CGL. This is what we deserved. This is what the
Oh.
people watching deserve as well.
It's hype. It's absolutely fantastic. It's massive, right? It's
It's absolutely massive. People are gonna make a meme out of this. I'm just gonna find a compilation when I wake up of me just saying it's massive every 2 minutes.
Oh, dude, you're gonna take so many hours to actually do that compilation.
God, it's embedded now. I've just said massive so many times. It's just gonna keep coming out now.
Well, I said that we could say erect, but apparently you're not gonna go
Oh.
that far. It's thick. We could say thick too. We could say it's ginormous. It's gigantic. It's
I don't mind saying
bulging.
I don't mind saying that was the bulging shatter. I mean,
Yeah, absolutely. Like Super's forehead, massive.
Super. Wow, jeez, you have to diss Super like that. He'll
Hey,
never
I
hear
like
this.
Super.
He'll never hear this. He doesn't want to watch console games.
Well, you know what? He did review a game from console actually
Really?
on his stream where Azaria's grab went through the floor on.
Oh,
Mono.
I know that. Yeah, I've seen that clip. Okay, I've seen that.
Yeah,
Good map design.
console
Pops.
quick play game, by the way.
Wow.
Yeah.
Jeez. Yeah, this is speaking personally. I threw in a clip to Fresh Nuts and New Bunner, and it was basically I got like Hog Hook 1.0'd. Hooked me, and it warped me around the sides of Eichenwald, and I just got like God.
Can we just talk about how like your profile picture right now on stream basically resembles a unlockable character? Has not been unlocked yet, whereas I'm like the Ice Climbers, but it's like
you have to understand is that we're being sponsored, not really being sponsored by EA, so obviously some content does have to be locked off to begin with, or else it wouldn't be an EA product.
Oh yeah, very 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 true. CGL brought to you by EA.
EA.
EA Esports. It's a game.
It's a game.
You're the game.
Oh, all right. Well, we see both teams still getting set up now for Kings Row, and
no, it's not a best of 7. It's a first to 4.
It's a first of 4. Come on, guys. Maybe we need to
listen. I fought very hard. By the way, I'm just gonna tell you a story. I fought very hard. To get the change to first to 4, because last season it was a best of format, and you know what that means?
What?
You can yeah, and you know what that means? You can end a series on a draw.
That's not poggers at all.
No, it's not poggers, and people were against it, but not some people, as I did manage to convince a very healthy, or at least the people that mattered, right, to make the change, and that's why we were having some pog series.
Maza, you're just doing everything, aren't you?
Someone has to. It doesn't matter. I just have so many good ideas. You know, I'm seriously the best.
Yeah, you're the best, Maza. You're the best person I've casted with today.
Aw, well, I'm the only person you've casted with today.
You don't know me, Maza. You don't know me that well.
Well, you know what? If we're going by European Standard Time or whatever the time is in King's Row, then it is today by now.
I guess you're right about that one too, Maza.
I had to jump through a few hoops or fly through a few rings in Superman 64 to get there, but we got there.
Oh my god! Wait, well, that nade just came from outer space. That was a heck of a throw. Jeez. Wait, are they all the way back there still? Oh no, I thought that was. Well, I thought that was just a god tier nade for a second there. I got a little freaked out. But let's see the Rhine Zarya.
Going back to the Zarya Hanzo, it does look like, and we'll be able to counter it this time around with the Lucio. Another fun fact too is that Moira and Ana can technically cancel some good grab combos, but you have to have the nade in there with the bio nade. With the Biotic Orb and some primary heal with the Coalesce and stuff. Well, very difficult to pull off, but definitely doable. Just fun little factoid, if you will.
Yeah, definitely doable. As Kula is getting really low right now. Oh, Gatorine gonna drop really early in this fight. Rez is gonna come out though, but Death is gonna pay for that with his own death right there.
This is the advantage of having the Lucio, man. You can speed in like this, and you can get some cleanup kills, and you can play aggressively. It definitely works out very well in your favor, and it can definitely help even the odds against the Zarya on the enemy team.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, they gotta wait for that Rhine to fully back engage in this fight. They might be. Are they looking to switch right now? Looks like they could have. Yeah, I don't know. I think they still could have found some level. They do decide to. It's nearly a mirror outside of that the Mercy to the Lucio instead.
True.
They do want that res for this fight though. But the speed is gonna come in pretty handy here. Vendetta trying to make good use of it so far, as Death is just getting slaughtered into right now. Managing to barely keep him up, but Hype Shield is getting absolutely low right now. That is a nice sleep right there. Does manage to knock him down. Not finding too much fight off of it, but King does end up falling in the process. That Ana pick was absolutely huge for them right there. They do have Nano ready to go right here. Wonder if they're going to invest, but with that down, I don't see the reason to invest anything more all-wise into this fight. They're going to have to back out of here again, and now a minute and a half has passed, and almost no progress coming through for Impact right now.
No, but that's massive for Vendetta, the #1 seed, because the poster that they get to pull.
You're just gonna keep making fun of me, Maza. Both setters are basically online right here, looking for opportunity. That is a big flux right there. That's two right there.
Duplicate came in. He didn't get caught in the flux because of the duplicate. What a 9 billion IQ play.
900 IQ. Shatter comes through. Is gonna get Bob on that one. Bob gets left as well. No one wants to see Bob do anything in this fight as well. Hype Killer still does have that Shatter online though, trying to come back into this. It is a big bounty indeed. And now not much left of a contestment here for Vendetta. Coming out just a little bit. The Echo is going to try to get out of this fight though. They might re-engage as they get pulled up there, but he is not going to win that fight. Wow. And yeah, some decent time on the clock right there, and Impact's going to get this payload moving finally.
Yeah, finally able to get some progress on the board. Do have the flux available, but nothing else really in the tank, unfortunately, right now for really either team. It could be Shatter versus Flux.
Yeah, and Hype's got to get this right. It is that double shield, so it is a lot more difficult to hit that Shatter, but Hype has found the ways to do it so far in the series, but this is definitely not one of those times, as he's going to get absolutely nothing with that lift in the air.
And big sleep, not going to happen. Dealing 50% of all that health. Just boom, gone just like that, but going to be healed up, so basically feeding the healers time of ultimate charge.
Yeah, that is big. Sis going to get the pick. The Ashe is taken out for the team. They are going to have to use the rest of this fight. They really want to engage in this. That is a nice anti though right there. The Rhine have to take some space. The Shadow's gonna come through, but Sigma gonna block it straight up right there. Hype is still gonna drop. That is a big flux, getting 3 in that one right there. It's big. Kula is gonna drop in the process of that fight. The Nano coming through, but right now he is still nanoed right now. But he couldn't fully engage into that fight though. The flux forced him to back out a little bit, support his team.
He was mated too, so it was a matter of, okay, do I stay up or do I play aggressive even though I'm mated and I can't get healed, so...
Right, yeah, they backed out. The Rhine is back though, but that is a very nice stand right there as Games are trying to stay alive best they can. Yeah, that's a big sleep right there, and Kemping gonna be taken out of the process. Both Echoes out of this fight now. Bob gonna get tossed there into the background. Bob just thrown in and not gonna find too much value. Gonna force them to kind of like back that corner for a minute right there.
if there's any Canadians in the chat, it's like reboot my two bobs.
Oh my goodness. All right,
Only,
but yeah.
only
Oh
90s
my
kids
God.
will understand.
Only 90s kids. I'm sorry that I'm young. God. All right, but Hype sitting on that
Okay,
shatter
boomer.
again. Death is getting close to their own shatter. Hype's waiting for that moment. That is gonna be a nano right there. They are gonna copy the Rhine, and they're gonna. Oh my goodness, Gravy getting thrown in the back here, and he's gonna shatter right into another shield. And Hype almost gets out of there with their life intact. They are gonna have to beat drop into this fight. Both Rens going at it right now, trying to avenge his Ren in this fight. The Echo gets himself shadowed though. That's two. There's throwing a lot of ults in this fight, but it's most certainly gonna be enough. Even if Sif does find Litter, I don't think that's gonna be enough to stop them right there. As even though they're keeping some little stall going, there's not enough bodies left there to bring back this fight right now. But reinforcements are finally coming in. A nice nade on Kulak. Kulak getting solo right now, even if Kipping does end up dropping King Scar, trying to keep his team of Valkyrie. Got popped up earlier in the fight.
Got a bad bump that gets left though. That's a really, really nice sleep. It's gonna be wake up, be a little bit more effective.
Yeah. Oh no, but he missed the pin right there. Death could have died for that pin right there. Flux coming through. It got absolutely nobody in the process of that fight. That's absolutely massive. Death going for the shatter, not finding too much value off that. Did get a couple of stuns, but no one really finished off. And now Hype drops in the fight as well. Kula coming up big right there. They're trying to keep this going right now. Another bomb comes up in the fight, but Impact is taking this person right here. They're cleaning this up as Chris is not able to quite bring back the fight for his team right here. It's causing a couple more seconds of delay, but this is Impact's fight.
Oh my god, dude, this series, man, has had everything. These fights are so out of control. It's like, oh, dude, oh my goodness, dude, this is so, I don't know what I'm watching half the time. It's so back and forth, over and over again. Ultimates being used, Bobs being thrown down, people being slapped, people duplicating. It's like, oh my god.
It's absolutely massive. Yeah, Hype just had that shadow line, and this time Hype actually getting a little something with that shadow right there. Not able to finish off any picks right there though. A lot of people are low, but Hype's gonna drop before that B drop is able to come and bring him back to life. Deathbound does end up dropping at the bottom of the fight though. Camping following right afterwards as well. They are on the disadvantage right now, but they still do have a slight spawn advantage as well. So Ryan's already gonna start barreling his way back into this fight. They look like they were could go for the rest right there, but not quite.
On high ground, gonna get rocked.
Yeah,
trying to get the Bob up.
Yeah, that's a Bob coming through. Bob, and that's a perfect placement on the Bob right there. Flux looking, gonna find a couple in the background right there. Not able to finish them off, but King does end up dropping in the end. Litter sending out one. Vito as well, and they're just getting annihilated one by one. It is huge indeed, and they're finally gonna stabilize here. But but here's the thing, and Hype is gone. He is gonna take a bit of a reset here, but
and here's the good news now too. You know, you're getting it down to under a minute. One of the key components in Overwatch time bank. Can they stall this one out? Can they get it to overtime? Can they hold now on point, like the final point?
They do have Bob and Nano about to be online as well. That is pretty big right there, but Death's looking for that perfect opportunity for the shatter right there. You did see the Nano come out. I didn't see quite who connected with. Oh, Doom in the background does give it a star. Absolutely massive pick, taking care of the supports in the background. Shatter coming through. It is a big shatter right there. Absolutely massive, but Hype's trying to finish up these kills. That round just get brought back up into the fight. It's a 3v1 right now, though. The Doom trying to do the best they can. Kemping is going to be able to take out Dotterina, and that's it's a good pick. It's massive. Kemping coming through. Massive. It's massive.
Dude, Kemping is absolutely going insanely ham. The rocket punch, the seismic slam, the uppercuts landing, all of his cooldowns in succession. This guy is taking over the game. He has Meteor Strike available. Hammond just going to be the next one able to touch, going to get pile driven.
Yeah, just barely able to get that touch. Sitting at absolute one. Got to go back, grab that health pack. Gonna have to wait. But Kemping with two. It's absolutely massive.
Kemping is so insane, dude. Like, on Tempo, on the Genji, he was fragging out so hard. On the Echo, on Rialto, he was fragging out so hard. On the Doomfist, he has come alive. Rock'em sock'em robots. Absolutely nutty.
And now if you're Vendetta, this is doable. This is completely doable for you now. Ride this momentum like you've been doing throughout the series. Keep this going. Bring us to the 7th map. This can't end here. I'll be as unbiased as I can, but this has just been too exciting for this to end right here.
No, like, if you're a fan of Overwatch, if you are as addicted to this drug of a game as we are, you want this series to just go on. And it's not going to end in a draw because of whatever the payload is, but we could very well be going to a 7th map. It is winnable for both sides right now. Oh my.
Completely, and it's so perplexing how much we've seen so far today. Like I said, all the different heroes that we've seen, and now I'm truly struggling to try to pick someone that we haven't seen yet today.
No,
I'm struggling
honestly,
now.
I really do think, has every hero in Overwatch been played? Is a team going to whip out Sojourn somehow by using a cheat?
We did. They had Soldier came out late on Ilios
On
well.
Well. Yeah.
Yeah, we have that, and that's the only one I can think of. It's the amount of flexibility both these teams that have had. It just goes to show how well they did in the regular season. Just weren't any flukes.
Oh, have we seen Widowmaker?
We did see Widow. We did see Widow for a short amount of time.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Oh, they're getting Ultra. Chris, if you're off the gut, Hype is just taking a bunch of damage right here. Was trying to garner the Ultra really fast here. Kula jumping really early in this fight. They have to force that immortality already. Hype throwing himself into the back, but it will end up finishing off death in the process. Litter finishing off camping as well. The picks are still kind of back and forth.
Back in this one, they can easily retake.
Yeah, it's definitely possible, and it looks like they have done it as well. Zarya looking to find something here, but not quite gonna find anything. Star trying to get out with what charge they have, and it's 50-50 if they're able to get out, and they just barely managed to. They will keep the charge they've been trying to hold on to so desperately at the end of that fight right there. They're gonna need it for this next fight coming up here. Everyone's kind of sitting around that nice 50% marker right now. So everyone kind of like in conjunction with their own ults right now. And close in, gonna go for the punch. Litter trying to find someone. A lot of people getting very low. Immortality field gets forced out into this fight. That's a big one right there. It's not gonna be there for that availability now. Both Ryan's looking for the opportunity for them to strike at each other right now. Window is going to come through. Bob throwing into the background as well. But King is going to drop in the midst of that entire fight. They are going to throw off the rest, though. Not going to have it now for this next engagement. They are going to B-drop and get aggressive here. Flux is going to come out. Going to catch singly the Zarya. Not able to take him out. Did have the bubble there to keep him alive. Campy, though, is going to die just as he gets the ult. Chris looking for the tire in the background, but it gets deleted. Arena just not wanting anything to happen right there. And it's absolutely massive. Getting rid of Assist as well. Taking out this fight completely as they kind of have to back out once again here.
Oh no, they lose the Extreme too. And they have a combo though. They have a combo. As long as they can take out the Immortality field and it doesn't get eaten by the Kinetic Grass, they are going to have the combo with the Graviton Surge and the Dragon Strike available.
Yeah, and they really only have this Shadow right now for impact. It's got to be absolutely huge. Gonna go in and try to find something. Finding no picks on that one now going in.
Nano Rhyme. Does get rocked a bit.
Yeah, oh, that's 3 though. You gotta give him immortality. It's coming in, and that's gonna get all of them right there. But Hype's gonna take complete credit for that one.
The Hype man, and look at the Ana in the kill feed too. Boom, boom, boom. That's what you like to see as Ana. Eventual Ana play of the game. Weird champ. Okay, cool. My goodness, man.
I know it's big. It's big, and now
is it massive?
I can't call everything massive, man. That's just an overstatement. Come on now. What do you take me for? Oh, as we say this though, whatever you say, Maza, you're the smart one here. Kempi did drop though, kind of really early into that. They pushed up maybe just a wee bit too far, and now they're gonna have to back up and get some bodies back in at this point. Zarya staying kind of forward. Gotta be careful though. Gotta peel for your off tank right there. You gotta be careful.
Yeah, they're gonna be having the sound barrier available in this next fight. Potentially use that. Get your Ryan aggressive. Maybe you could shatter before that, then play aggressive, build up another one potentially. Lots of options on the table.
Yeah, you see the Bob come through in the back of the point. Shadow's gonna come through, finding no value in the Bob though. Trying to force them through here. Flux coming through. Flux is gonna find 3. It's a massive Flux. A Shadow comes through, gonna find 1 in the background. Not be enough. That was Kings, and he brought back up into this fight. Yep, absolutely right there. Kempi gonna pick off death right there. You see the meter strike coming through, looking at the back area. Not able to quite finish the pick right there. Kempi though taken out. Yana trying to stay alive down there, keep his grind up. Just barely manages to as well. As they're gonna wonder, they're gonna use Window.
Window is back out, yeah.
Yep, you had to. And that is kind of a smart move. That gives you more time to reset here. They have the full ability to push through without it being there, and now...
Guess what? They're very close once again to grab Dragons. They could do the exact same thing as last time. You can... They keep nano your Ryan in. You're gonna have to grab. You have so many tools available.
Exactly. Just gotta make sure you don't throw it into that Sigma. You get unfortunate if you manage to throw it into the Sigma, but no cooldown there. This is your time to do it. Oh, it's so big though. They're gonna get the Ryan. The Ryan's absolutely low. Ryan does end up dropping. They do have the 1-man advantage right now. But Bob's
Bob.
gonna come in. Bob is doing something after all.
Yeah, but
And this
Step
might-
of
this-
Fan,
it-
so effective.
It is. It's back and forth. Kula does up getting res as well. That is a massive res as well for them right now as reinforcements are slowly but surely coming in. GameStar with a lot of charge there, but not really any support to keep them going in this as they are going to lose all that delicious charge.
Going in the next fight, they're going to have both support ultimates available, plus the Deadeye. This is really going to be their best chance. We are going to be fighting into a lot too. We're going to be fighting into the Earth Shatter, fighting into the Flux, potentially fighting into the Valkyrie. Can they win it quickly, though? They are going to have the speed. That really is going to be their big advantage here with that Lucio.
Yeah, exactly. And you see they're already starting to grind up that Grab Dragon comp very quickly here. Death has their own Shatter online. Death gets really low, though. They have to force out a Mortality. Hype is going to have the Nano give it to him, but the P-Drop's going to come through. Not quite catch him, but he still has the Nano. The Shatter does capture a couple of the background. Not finding a whole lot of value off of it, though, as Immortality's going to get forced out really quick here by King. Shatter comes through. It is going to get a couple once again. No value. Deadeye coming in through the background. Oh, it's going to get put right in front of him. He's going to throw it through, and he gets a bubble just in time. Barely keeps him alive in that exchange. And later does get taken out. That's big right there. And now they're down a lot of their DPS.
Oh, dude,
Riyadh.
out super hard. This guy's out of control on Lucio.
Absolutely. Window. Oh, they're going to throw it through. That's big right there. Getting rid of the Reinhardt. Absolutely massive pick right there. Mercy in the back. Maybe looking for the rest right there, but not really going to find anything. And they're to cap this point here with about 2 minutes left in that time bank. The two maybe going to try to find something, but nope, nothing there. 2 minutes now. And now things are starting to get intense. You have the Grav, but no Dragon for it now.
No, but, you know, Reinhardt can be just very, very good, especially when he is nanoed just by himself, able to do so much damage. Potential getting to that last fight territory here.
Yeah, you see them pushing up here. They want to be able to give themselves the opportunity to stall out later.
They can just grab early here. They should.
Yeah, that is a big grab. Immortality field is out. The Nano is in there though. You gotta go in there. You gotta do something. Gonna go for the Shatter. I don't think he really found anything in there, but he went really deep by himself in that exchange. Unfortunately, it's 5v5. Both rounds are taken out of it, but the clear spawn advantage is coming through. But hey, that's a lot of picks coming through. King is brought back up into the fight, and the big drop as well. That's massive right there. And the Ash staying on point. Trying to stay on top. The Ryan's gonna try to go for the touch. He gets counter pinned. We're going to map 7. Oh my god.
What a series. Oh my Jesus, dude. Oh my god, dude. Bruh. This is how you want to end.
This is what we all wanted. Oh my god. My throat will not be forgiving me tomorrow for this one, but it is entirely worth it to watch this kind of series unfold.
That's what she said.
Haha, wait, what?
But the throat thing.
Okay, GameStar right now, 79% average energy.
Dude, that's like 10 above the nice we had earlier in the game.
Oh my god. And you just see Delicio, I think it was King, had the 21k healing after only 15 minutes of play right there. That is a nice chunky chunk of healing right there. My drinks have run dry, and as has my throat, but got one more map to go. At least statistically, should be one more map, but major things have happened in the series already, so hey.
Dude, if we see a payload draw, I will do a backflip.
I want to see it. Put it on stream.
Yeah, I'll pull a Samito and completely fail my backflip.
Oh man. Either way, wow. I don't have the words for this right now. I don't. It's been so back and forth. I can't say either team has the advantage going in on this. You could say it that Impact does have the choice, but as we've seen, sometimes having the choice doesn't really help you out. Like,
well, do you remember though that then Impact has won both of the King of the Hill maps, right? Oh, sorry, it's payload. Never mind. I'm completely I'm out of my mind for some reason. Okay.
But they did end up losing the payload map if I remember correctly.
Yes.
Also, yeah.
That they did. So I would say you have to go for a map that all maps.
I couldn't. I don't know. I could see a couple of maps tying. I could. Ivana. I think this is the last map we're gonna see here, Maza. I think this is truly going to be the do or die right here.
Well,
And if-
yeah, realistically speaking, we weren't going to see a payload draw. Let's
Let's be realistic here.
it's always in the back of our mind,
Yeah,
like
'cause
getting opening your package of Pokemon cards and getting your first edition Charizard holographic. It's what we all dream of. Is it going to happen? Not for me
Nah.
anyway. Not when I was a kid.
I'd put a couple bucks on it because the odds are sure as heck low. But
Yeah,
what
as
do we-
low
what
as
do we got?
the fuel winning via Summer Showdown. Probably. But yeah,
Cut the
like
Summer Showdown.
overall, like who would you say that your player of the match has been? For me, I think I have to go with Camping, just because he's had so many insane moments, like so much pop off. It definitely is very memorable. We saw Kid Extreme earlier on the Lucio, just fragging out insane. Demon has been good. There's so many possible players. Honestly, Hype Killer has been one as well.
Yeah, don't even forget about SysXP, who is running I'd say a pretty phenomenal Sombra. You saw it a lot over there on Rialto. Absolutely popped off, perfect synergy with their own Reinhardt. Has still been pretty consistent throughout the series as well. Won a very a nice chunk of their one-on-ones. Like you said, a lot of these players are sure deserving out of it. Sherlock came in pretty hot into the series as well. That came in out of nowhere and it worked out phenomenally for them for the time being. But like I said, I don't think I can say anyone for sure until this map is over.
I don't know about not having Star in here, man. I think
Star
been
was doing
really, really good.
Star was very consistent, getting the route at a very nice rate, and it just feels weird that you're bringing back. Was it that? Did they put Kid back in? Was it, or did they put Jewel back in? Because for some reason it's like
Kid was fragging on the Lucio on King's Row.
Okay, so they brought Jewel back in, which is that means they potentially are probably going to be running an Ashe Mercy, if I were to take a guess. If you're going to bring back in Jewel, who prominently was running a lot of Mercy, you'd imagine it. I'll put
of all the maps to end a series on, why did it have to be Snakes?
I have some pretty bad deja vu right now.
Deja vu?
I think of been this place before. How much people didn't have to come here for karaoke. Actually, did you guys come here for karaoke? Is this the wrong title?
So.
Ah, dang. Right.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I had to ruin my hype. Oh,
No.
hey, Maza, can you pick up the phone real quick?
Oh, is this a call from Dr. Disrespect?
No, no. No, I was just gonna say, pick up the phone. You're supposed to say why? Because I called it Ashe Mercy. And on both sides of the equation as well. That's a double whammy.
Boom.
Actually, are we complete? We were almost complete copies. Opting for Mercy Baptiste over.
There's no.
Oh, never mind.
Echo, so
Never mind.
Copy.
It is a complete copy right now. Now it is a complete copy.
I'm just a copy of a copy of a copy.
Simulation of a simulation. Nice pull right there. Not finding much value off of it, but still a pretty nasty pull. And Hype. Oh, Hype got caught out. The Immortality Field came out.
Yeah, the Resurrection.
Yeah. Oh, but Hype is caught out there already.
Yeah,
they're getting ultra aggressive here. It's pretty nice for them as well, but Camping will end up finding
they're
Mercy.
in like no man's land, like just a runaway horse.
I mean, they got res back into no man's land. I couldn't think of how much they were able to do. They tried backing out, weren't able to find it, but Camping.
Oh, dude, Camping!
Well, look at that. That's 2 picks right there. That's pretty massive, and that kind of puts their run to an end right there.
I love how you're even unironically saying massive now.
I've been unironically saying it for 75% of the match.
I know, but then I made you aware of it, and then it became like an ironic thing to say, and now it's unironic again.
Well, now it's ironic again. Thanks, Maza.
Well,
all right, but go back really quick. Kula gonna have that flux already ready to go. Gonna find that's quite a few bit of people in the background. No one ends up dropping Immortality Field. Very nice. Gets the lead in quickly, but pulling it back in like that, getting them kind of low. They are gonna pull a window. Oh, both windows. Double window, double deal for them right there. Nice pull. That is big right there. Oh my god, that's 2 right there. Make that 3 right there.
Yeah, dude, the halt, super good. And guess what? Bongos are available now to help get through this brewery.
Oh, this second point,
Distillery,
which
right?
is...
It's the brewery or distillery, whatever. Same thing to me.
Yeah, I'd agree. But
I'm probably way wrong.
it's fine. Sis XP dies pretty late in that exchange right there. I don't think they even have the rest to really go for that right now, or even if they. Oh, no, they do. They have it ready to go. They had the shield down just in time to bring him back.
Yeah, but I just put the barrier down there. They'll have to wait for it to go back on cooldown. Luckily, the Sigma will be able to help you out with that.
Exactly, yeah, but there's pressures coming from all sides before it really forced them back into that corner. Pole's gonna get no one. Flux is gonna come through, getting quite a few people in that as well, but you know, you have to really force yourself in there. You're so far out of the fight, you use that, and it ends up being completely worthless. All it really does is force out the immortality, which is nice, and well, look at that, the res comes through, Kulop brought back into the fight. Bob gonna fly into the back room, but Bob's gonna get basically deleted right away here.
Yeah, the bongos were out as well. It was doing so much damage.
Yeah, but it is forced them to back out here a little bit. Wait for this Orisa to come back. And finally, Vendetta gonna be able to catch their breath here for a few seconds. As the Valkyrie ends up not meaning a whole lot. And ooh, Victorian dying kind of lame right there. That is another massive stag for them right there. And
he was caught like a bit out of position there, trying to get away from the Orisa. Was caught in a bit of a duel, so it's unlucky he was going to be able to get away from that anyway, from where he was positioned.
True. Oh, you know who we haven't seen? I think I found one. Reaper. I don't think we've seen Reaper.
Well,
No, we did.
Did we?
We did.
On Li Zhang.
Did we?
On Control Center.
Unfortunate.
no, that's a good thing. We've seen every hero then.
Yeah. All right, but you see a lot of impact going on the left side right now. I don't think they quite see them yet. They don't see them yet. They're pulling it through. The Ash just gets almost deleted right there. That is a big
immortality field big.
Yeah,
still
but
gonna come through.
yeah, it's still massive. That is too right. The bug getting thrown out in a pretty good position, I would say. Trying to absolutely blast down Hype right now. As Hype is sitting at absolute 1, taken down. Sherlock coming in pretty massive right there as well. Both DPS, I'd say, just completely wiping what was left there.
DPS have really come alive here, exactly when they needed them to. I bring up camping a lot because he's just been so good, but really they have to shut him down. And so far they are doing a pretty good job. This next contest, though, is going to be absolutely crucial. Look at the ultimates available. It's a complete war chest minus the Valkyrie and Bob.
Yeah, indeed so. And they do throw out the window
They
instead,
do
but someone does have the drop.
Got a touch.
Someone does touch indeed. The Dragon to find nothing. The Flux coming through. Flux managed to find 4. It's massive, and they all go falling down right there.
Like dominoes or like toy soldiers. Oh.
I was gonna say, yeah, that works. Yeah, like toy soldiers.
Valkyrie's charging.
Oh my goodness, and now 3.5 minutes on the clock, making good progress for Havana.
Yeah,
once again,
for Havana of all places.
Yeah, it's once again, it's a map that is pretty tough to finish, like statistically. And now with both of your tank ults online, you're gonna have Bob here as well. Got to find something. They are gonna find one, but I think he got knocked down. Yeah, I think he got knocked out of his all right there. It finds no value out of it. They gotta create themselves some more room here. Kid ended up dropping early in that fight as well, forcing them to back out here, and you're just letting all this room come through because of this one stagger pick, and
yeah,
now you're putting yourself in this.
Down now. Be
Yeah,
playing a bit aggressive.
Yeah, I think too aggressive,
Nice
right?
ball,
Way
nice
too
ball.
aggressive. This seems way too aggressive here when, like, it just seems like it's too much right now. They're gonna put in their own window, force them to back out now. Nearly gonna get deleted. The Bob's gonna go for a bit of a journey right there. Catch people off guard right there. That's just big picks right there, Sherlock. Finally gonna lose the Bob, but it's already put in all that damage. It's already made the big difference right there. Hype killed as well. Camping does manage to take out the Mercy as well, and the res does come back up for Hype. So like, you have an opportunity for re-engagement here, but it's really not a whole lot, and they have to group back together here to create something. It is a big dynamite indeed. Jewel dropping quickly again in this fight, but all of the members of Impact are sitting at 1 now, and they're just barely able to stop them in this fight, but that got a little too scrappy and a little too worrisome if you're Vendetta right now.
Yeah, you're in a really good spot, though, to start holding. You do have the Flux available. Going to be fighting into an enemy Flux, though, as well as the Dragon, so quite a bit to still definitely be afraid of. You do have the advantage, though. There's more space here for you to attack the enemy. Then they have to to shoot at you. I'm taking a nice rotation of them.
Wow.
I
I haven't seen this.
before.
Yeah,
this is-
but they want to go for it. The Flux is ready to go though. Better be careful not to bring them too close together here. I think they're looking for it, and they are gonna Flux. He's gonna fly above it. He's gonna find a couple in the background, and one of them does end up dropping. Urissa wasn't even caught in that, but this is just a complete wipe right now. Sys XP coming in big, and the rest are just gonna have to simply jump off this clip and hit the reset button here. But you know, you look at this, they put a little bit into that right now. They're only really gonna have the Bob online. They're coming up on window as well, but the Flux sitting solely over on the side of Impact, and that could come to absolutely huge with the right Hulk combo.
Yeah, we're basically in final fight territory. This could be an extended fight, and this is going to be the last one for this attacking phase. Bob and Flux available both sides right now.
Yeah, and they're going for it. Oh, no, pull out.
Factors.
Only gonna find the one right there, but you almost left your ass to die right there. That's unfortunate right there. Kid's gonna get brought back up to this fight. Camping coming big once again. Sys, the Bob coming in and taking a lot of think off that. That is a big pull right there. It is big right there. Not finding any value, unfortunately, but still, Impact getting that advantage back right now as they're trying to burrow in. It's a ton of damage.
It's forced to be used. Dragons available now as well. Dragons and Bongos coming up to the Flux.
Yeah, that's two down right there. The Valkyrie's out there. It's not finding any value right now. They still have Bongos. They still have Flux. Dragons ready to throw it down this pathway. I don't even think anyone's going to be able to really touch this point. And someone just barely managed to touch it, but it's not going to mean anything right there. Mercy won't be able to touch, and they're going to stop them just before completion. And now we have set up the narrative, haven't we? This is it.
The narrative, the winning condition, it has all come down to this. 9 weeks of regular season play. Going into the playoffs now, the number 1 seed versus the number 2 seed. Game 7, one final attack, one thrilling defense. Who will win it all in the end?
Wow. Maza, we have been going now for we've been going for 2 hours and 42 minutes now. Oh my goodness gravy, Maza. But this has been a very entertaining time. But this will mathematically be the last push we're gonna see here tonight, and we're gonna see truly who's going to be the better team. As once again we see this mirror comp. We saw it early on through Impact's attack, and now we're gonna see it here with Vendetta's going on the attack.
And you know what too is that attack, even though it wasn't the completion for Havana standards, you are happy with that because you were in a fantastic position to win. All 3 of these points are very difficult to cap. So to even get it that far into the final one, you're good with that. So I don't know what to think. Let's just watch it and let's just cast it and let's just see what happens in the thrilling conclusion. And now the conclusion.
Yeah, this will be the conclusion right here. This is for all of the marbles. This is for that championship. What these teams have been fighting for almost 4 months now. This is everything on the line right now. And that's a nice pull right there. Getting quite few in there. Not finding a whole lot of value out of it, unfortunately. But Shield's getting absolutely deleted right now. They're doing the soft back out impact. Gotta start pulling this together. Risk they fall apart already. Another big grab. Like I said, another big pull right there. Kid already stayed at 60% to that window. It's massive right now. Absolutely. Building up that quick ult charge right now. That's a big pull right there. Managed to get a nice couple. Just barely missing the rock. They have to force that immortality field, but Kid drops.
I don't want to get extreme. Yeah, forcing the resurrection out though.
Yeah, but Kid's got to back out a little bit there. Rest getting pulled out. Another big pull right there. Window is
Big
ready
dynamite.
to go on their side. Yep, big dynamite indeed. It's got to be able to. You got to roll out of there a little bit. Yeah. But now Kid has it ready to go as well, and they're going to go for a nice pull right there. It is a nice pull. Going to delete King, absolute. But Campaign's going to die, going to get burnt to a crisp right there. Sherlock trying to come back for his team right here. Flux coming through, going to get 2 out of that. They got to get rid of that mortality field so they're going to stay alive. GameStar is going to find 2. Wow, finding 2 off of that. Absolutely amazing right there. And with almost no recontestment in sight, surely they'll take point A here.
Yeah, you definitely cannot go ahead and recontest this. This is going to be heading now into Streets phase. Really, really good time to work with as well. Nearly 5 minutes to get through. And you have good tools available as well. Both sides coming up to the Bongo. Both sides going to be having the Ash, the Dragons, the Valkyrie. two very like
Yeah, but
extremely
no.
competitive teams. Yeah, really early kill onto the height.
Yeah.
They have to find a way to res this somehow.
Yeah,
if they can. That's going to be coming online very shortly, if anything.
Yeah, I don't know if they're gonna have the time for it though. They're gonna pull the corner here. They're gonna wait a minute, wait for that Risa to come back, and they're gonna re-engage afterwards. But you know, like I said, both teams have that Bob. They have the Dragon, the Valkyrie. Bongo's about to come online as well. This is it's pretty even in alt economy. It's as even as you can get, really. And he's waiting for the right opportunity for the Dragon. Gonna shoot up. Gonna find Big. It's so massive. Not able to get anyone though. Gets people so low. The Bob will drop, and the Immortality does get forced out as well. Camping gonna get rid of his predatory. Knocked out of the fight now, but they gotta get this payload moving now. They have the pick they wanted, but they have to keep this thing moving.
Oh,
and
nice
the Risa gets
off the
pulled
high
off.
ground. That's so big.
That is God, that is big right there. Gotta make sure you stay there though a little bit. Do not allow this Mercy to come around, though she has hit the full backup button now. Simba had to try to go on point, stall things out a bit, and they are stalling one by one right here, the Mercy as well. Trying to give them the opportunity to like fully recontest her in this last fight, and they've given themselves that opportunity here now, but not really anything in the bank to really help them. Well, Vendetta's
if you are Impact, you cannot be tilted right now. You cannot afford to have it like slip through your fingers like this. You are so close. You have to find a way to pull it together. You can't be making silly mistakes.
Exactly, you gotta be able to do this right now. Bongo's gonna come through really quick here right now. That's a nice big pull. That's a fat pull right now. They are going to send in Bob. Got to get rid of the Immortality field. It is a very nice one. Flux going to come through. Only going to catch the Orisa. Not going to be able to even use the Golden in time. And games are coming in absolutely big right there. Even though he will drop, they are going to take the second point now with a substantial time bank sitting for them. 4.5 minutes now. And now Impact has just been falling apart throughout that second attack right there. That second phase. And they got to bring this back there. They just...
It is third point Havana though. It is a mountain to climb, regardless of the time bank. It doesn't.
Oh no! Yeah, but King just got eliminated the moment he dropped his ultimate. They're still getting that little bit of value off of it. They bring him back to life, but you dropped Sherlock in the process. Yeah.
You can't be losing one to just lose another in the process.
Exactly.
It's not a good trade.
And they end up using Dragon there. Unfortunately, doesn't get any value off of that. Maybe you should have saved that. Unfortunately, Kempe gets really low as well. Gonna have to back out of that fight completely. Getting that heals before he can really go back in and recontest. Now they have the window and the Valkyrie ready to go here. They have the Flux waiting for the right moment. Gonna get a couple out of that one. I don't think it's gonna take anyone out though. It's fairly good placement right there off of the Immortality field. And Kid gets caught at the tail end of that Dragon right there. That's a lot of their healing taken out of the fight. They're gonna go for the res, and they will bring back the res, but at the expense of Camping dying in the process of the fight. Kid does have the window though. You wonder if they're going to invest here, or if they're just gonna back out and wait for a different time to engage. And it looks like they are gonna wait around for a minute here before they choose to engage. It's that. Oh no!
Oh no! Are you kidding me?
That was a waste in the end. An unfortunate waste right there, as you're not gonna have the window now.
They got over eager, man. They had the momentum. They just had to back out. But yeah, just use unless you plan on swapping. But it doesn't look like that's the plan whatsoever. Oh man, that's tough. And look at how the card has pushed back as well. It's basically now 2 fights you have to win instead of just the one.
Yeah, exactly here, and they're starting to come up on this Flux once again. They are going to use bongos early on the engagement.
That's really nicely placed.
It is. That is a good pull right there. Not finding a whole lot. Camping dying near instantly. You just back out. You give up this fight right away. Don't allow yourself to waste any ults here. Don't allow yourself to give them any more charge. Because basically Sherlock's Bob just did all the work right there. They absolutely just tore through Vendetta.
Stumping and then some as the 7th man, just racking up kill after kill after kill.
Yeah, but Sis sitting with his own Bob online now, but they gotta get on this point. It's just consistently rolling back now. You're just losing more and more time here, and somehow losing even more as this card just continues to roll back. You have to at least step on it here, as they are. They're gonna get this thing moving once again. And right now, once again, Bob online, Flux coming up shortly. That's gonna come through Immortality field. We're gonna manage to keep some bodies up right there. Sis, Bob is gonna die near instantaneously, unfortunately. Kid dropping as well. Sherlock coming in massive for his 3 right now. Flux coming through. Gonna find 3 off of that. The 3 they needed right there. Gonna take care of Jewel right there.
Back out again, but that's just gonna be more kills. Unfortunately, it's basically just die on cart. And yeah, you're lucky you were able to cap point B so quickly, because that does give you a bit more time to work with. But like nearly only 90 seconds now. Do or die. It's really looking like it.
It is do or die. You have the Flux online at last. Hype is getting really close to that bongo. The tank's over on the side of Impact, not even close to these right now. Sherlock just got the absolute 1 and barely manages to stay alive. They're going to do their window right there. They have to pull the side here. Mortality field did have to come out, though. damage is still being just absolutely bursted through, and Hype can't even stay alive. Don't use anything here. Right now, Vendetta, you need to just get out of here, re-engage, or they're not gonna have
Don't
much.
re-engage, disengage.
Did I say re-engage? Did I say re-engage? Wow.
You said
Dang.
it was massive, actually.
I'm a papega. But yeah, will be a champ. But less than a minute on the clock. You have that flux ready to go. Nice big hold here might be the one to do it, and it is. And that is big. That's gonna get a nice couple right there. Sherlock just dropped in the process of that fight though. Immortality will get forced out. Sherlock's Bob falls shortly after he does himself. You gotta push out. You gotta ready to the spawn go right here. That's gonna come through. Not catching anyone though. Forcing them back just a little bit. They're gonna use their own Bongo right there. King is gonna fall as well. Deathbound as well, and they're falling one by one.
He can use the dragon.
Yeah, they're gonna go for the res. Death is gonna be brought back up into the fight, but he's gotta stay on this point and keep things going. The bomb is gonna get thrown into the background as well. It's getting picked after pick after pick. The ball trying to stagger with what little left they have left on this point. Delisio coming out, King though, getting absolutely no value off this point. Vendetta has brought them back into the series, and they're gonna be your tier 5 champions.
What a insane series, back and forth, over and over again. In the end, it is the number 1 seed Vendetta clutching it out in a big way, but he had to go. It was a whole. The team effort was ridiculous, and what a series! The best series I think I've ever casted. Definitely the best CGL series I've ever casted. What a treat this was! What a phenomenal 7-game. I'm speechless, man. What?
I am too. I have to agree. This is probably the best, the most back and forth match I have ever had the pleasure of casting before, and this being the last one of this whole season. This is what it deserved to be. This close encounter, map 7, completely back and forth. You can never tell who it was going to be, but Vendetta able to come back on that last fight, and they did it.
It came down to the last fight too. Like the whole. I'm so happy that it really was a last fight situation. In the end, like, what a perfect series, dare I say? Every single hero being played. Every single hero being played. You know, it was a comeback victory as well. Down 2-0. Never having the lead in the series until the very, very end.
Absolutely. It's just both teams put their absolute heart and soul into this. No one ever really gave up an inch. Both wanted this more than anything. And this was, I don't think you could have asked for a closer series than this.
I don't think we could have either. And, you know, I'm just seeing this now in chat. That guy's listening. When you win a game, don't come into the chat when it's still being broadcast on the delay and say that you won.
Yeah, that's not very that is not very PogChamp right now. That's not not your best call.
Ruined the game. Boo. Boo.
Yeah, next you'll be telling me that, like, you know, Darth Vader is Luke Skywalker's dad.
Whoa, dude, that's a huge spoiler. What are you doing? I haven't seen it.
Oops.
I haven't seen it yet, bro.
I haven't seen it yet.
Oh no.
Man.
Abby killed Joel. Who's Abby? Oh.
I have no clue.
No, okay. But yeah, just what a slobber knocker, you know, to use a wrestling term, of the series. And I have to give it to camping in the end. Like, I know, like, I was a bit sort of fanboying in a way. I'm not a fan. I don't even know who the hell guys until today. Just coming to life, fragging out so hard exactly when he had to, and he had so many clutch plays throughout the series, time and time again. I think he's really the MVP for me.
Yeah, I can't say I disagree either. I really can't. Just entirely consistent throughout this entire series, and honestly, I couldn't pick someone different for this. I think it's completely deserved.
Yup. It's a me too. Camping just clutched out that entire series, and that's a clean sweep. 3 casters, 3/producers, MVP to camping.
Well, it's unanimous.
It's unanimous.
Yeah.
Can't deny that.
I'm just so pleased that we got like this is how we ended things. This is exactly the match that I think the season needed to just to complete it. What a absolutely phenomenal way to go out and
Yeah,
insane.
no,
Like
this is the way it needed to end right here. This is what everyone deserved right here. It's still overwhelming, and the match is over now.
yeah, it's like I almost want there to be more, but uh, you know, any longer, it would have had an extended Lord of the Rings film or something, man. Just bonkers.
Absolutely.
Do we want to get like one of the captains in here to like talk about the game, or
I would love that right now. I would absolutely love to pull who was the captain for Vendetta? Was it
I can see if we can get her in here, or him. I don't know.
yeah, we'll see if that's something we can do right now, because that'd be absolutely awesome.
While we wait for that response, what was your highlights for the games, boys?
just on Kings Row, the swap was so big. Just fragging out, getting like 3-4, then the double kill off the meteor strike to keep the payload from getting all the way. Just that swap was so big and it got the job done. Just massive.
Yeah, massive. I look back to the back on Anubis. We had the big Dragonlight coming in on camping, absolutely just destroying the back line. Even the whole hog pounding in on him, he was still able to pick up 3 picks out of that fight, and like he came through really big in that fight and helped them
How about
claim Anubis.
Ilios Lighthouse? Just
Oh, the
everything
absolute
going on
cluster.
in that lighthouse, man. That
So-
is some like, dude. I can't even describe what was going on in that lighthouse, man. Just like you go in there and it's like you're in a fun house or something, man. Just like it just hooks and duplicates and mines and sticky bombs. Just a complete clown show, but just crazy, absolutely crazy.
Absolutely crazy. That was. I can't think of a single map that I could consider sane. Maybe just the first map, maybe, but even so, that went 3 rounds. Both Control ended up winning 3 rounds. It's just I can't look back on a map. Maybe there was, but I can't look back on a map that was just completely one-sided right now. I don't know why it's just not clicking. Can you think of one that was one-sided?
Because there wasn't really. I mean, maybe like the last 2 parts of Li Jiang was 100 to 100. Like 2 straight 200 points, but it was still a 2-1 on Li Jiang. So
Right. Yeah.
Well, they're not responding.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
So
That's really unfortunate.
I guess we just end it off then.
well, we could do some stand-up comedy, maybe.
I'm very hungry right now.
I'm very tired right now.
I'm very too sober right now.
Ooh, true.
Well, that can be fixed quite easily, I believe.
Yes. Well, I have to take a shot for all the time, as you said, massive, right?
Yeah.
Well, I guess I'll end it off then. Thank you all for watching the final game of the CGL multi-tier tournament. We're gonna be coming back in our next week with a GOATS tournament starting not next week. GOATS tourney signups start on Monday, so get your GOATS team in. There's gonna be a prize pool for every tier. Tier 6 is a set number, and the rest will be crowd-funded. But until then, this is the last Overwatch for a while, and it was an amazing match from me, Hunter, Maza, and the rest of the CGL team. Thank you all for watching for this season, and we will see you all in queue and in the next stream. Peace.
Bye, chat.
Adios, guys.